NFL Championship Series is back and better than ever. Year after year, greatness happens.
Come on, get seven!
Stars are born and legacies are cemented. Do you have what it takes to be crowned the Madden 22 GOAT? To be known as the greatest. Your journey begins by registering on Battlefy. This year, there are 3 qualifying tournaments to register for, all with the opportunity to earn crucial MCS points and a share of the $650,000 prize pool.
Come on!
Each event is conducted in 3 phases, all played in Madden Ultimate Team Mode. Starting with ladder play, competitors go head-to-head to climb to the top of the leaderboard and earn a spot in the next phase. The top 8 from each console receive 2 buys in the online eliminations, which feature 232 competitors per console. But you still have to win to make it in. Then it's time to shine when the lights are the brightest as the top 4 competitors from each side of the bracket square off in the live event, a single elimination tournament where a champion will be crowned.
Come on, he can't beat me!
At the end of the 3rd qualifying tournament, the top 12 players with the most MCS points punch their ticket to the Ultimate Madden, with 2 more joining from the Last Chance qualifier.
Come on!
The MCS 22 journey culminates Super Bowl week with the Ultimate Madden Bowl. 14 players will battle it out for a share of the historic $1 million prize pool. The winner, well, they'll be taking home a cool $250,000 and the right to be called the Madden 22 GOAT. Winning has never been more important. The stakes have never been higher. The opportunity to be crowned the Madden 22 GOAT starts here.
At home, playing video games. You've been told you're too small, not big enough, or fast enough to play on the field. You're never gonna be a world champion. Never the greatest. What is greatness? Greatness is the grind, hitting the sticks week over week, sometimes 14, 16, 18 hours a day. For what? To be the greatest. Who are these players? Why do I care? These are the greatest Madden players in the world. They deserve to be here, and their effort, their glory, their grind, their greatness will be witnessed. It's now or never. This is the Madden Championship Series and the road to crowning the greatest Madden player in the world. Leave your mark.
If I'm alive, no one deserves to be the champion. Okay, I won't ever come down. If you don't see it, you gon' read about it. I'm the cheat code.
Yes, sir!
They
Come on,
gon' speak about it. Sick 'em, pick 'em apart on game day. Beat you like you only money, a milli on payday. Big money's on the line, I'ma be the GOAT.
Come on, he can't beat me!
Money on my mind, and if you bad at Madden NFL, then you ain't gon' be here for long. If I put you on, that mean that you play your position. If I'm alive, no one deserves to be the champion. Okay, I won't ever come down.
Welcome in to Madden NFL 22 Ultimate Kickoff. After 3 weeks of ladder play, online eliminations, an exciting night 1 of action from over 5,000 registrants, we are down to the final day of the Ultimate Kickoff and our final 4 competitors. Yesterday, we saw 4 of the top Madden players in the world eliminated. And now, only the best of the best remain. Welcome in, everyone. I am your host, Kimmy Checks, here with the former Panthers the former Panthers Club champion. I'm so excited to welcome you in, user. And the host of Next One Up, the man who placed tied for 128th in this very exact tournament. Welcome in for night 2, user. How are you?
Kimmy, I'm doing great, man. Come on now. We got the final 4. We are giving out a belt tonight. You tried to come in here talking about 128, but that's okay, though. I almost made it. But today, we get ready to see the best of the best, the cream of the crop. Somebody get ready to place their spot in the Madden Bowl for $250,000.
I love how you said you almost made it, but you actually did place 128th, so I feel like that's not actually making it. But the guys who actually did make it, let's go ahead and take a look at our bracket and see the night 1 action and what we will see this evening. Yesterday, we saw Joke versus Fancy. Joke took home the dub on that one, making it to the semifinals, as well as Clef the God. Now, these two will face off against each other in our very first matchup of the game. Then after that one, our second semifinal game, Don't Care About Ice, taking on John Beast, who upset Dreeny last night. The winner of these 2 matchups will make their way to the finals, and then a new champion will be crowned. $40,000 on the line. A lot of excitement. We have big-time games, big-time names. Now, user, I want to go specifically into this matchup and take a look at Joke versus Clef the God. I know you're friends with Clef, so I'm going to try to get you out of your bias on this one and just point out this matchup. Now, Joke, he's a former Madden Bowl champion back in Madden NFL 20. He just won his 101st MCS game, the very first ever player to win 100 MCS games. But Clef is looking to make his 3rd Final 4 appearance and seek his very first MCS championship in his career. So looking at this matchup specifically, your guy Clef has been in this very position before. He beat Joke to make it to the Madden 20 Challenge Final, where he ended up losing to Noah. What does he have to do for history to repeat itself and get him to the finals?
I mean, Joke, you see that's a great accomplishment, 101 wins, almost like LeBron James. You know what I'm saying? Some people call him the Wash King. I didn't say that. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, Joke is a great defensive player. Everyone has been seeing his greatness for years. He finally won a belt last year, a couple years ago in Madden 20. Now we want to see, can he continue that greatness and play great defense? Now he's going against Clef the God. He's known for being a surgeon. Clef the God is arguably the top 5 offensive player that we've seen in the last 5 years. Now the question is Joke going to be able to shut Clef the God down offensively? We don't know. Long as Joke plays great defense and doesn't turn the ball over, I think it's going to be a great matchup.
It's all about defense in Madden NFL 22 because we understand that that's a little bit harder to play this year. You can be good on offense, but you also have to be good on defense. Those turnovers could be the thing that could get us a new champion crown. So it's time for predictions, okay? And again, I do not want you, user, to use your bias because I know Clef is your homeboy. But I'm going to have to ask you, who is going to win this very first matchup? Is it going to be Joke? Or is it going to be Clef the God?
You know, Kimmy, when it comes to making these picks, I pride myself on not being biased. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of the most even picking persons you can have, whatever that means. You feel me? At the end of the day, I know it seems like Joke is always at the wrong end of my picks, but it's not like that. I truly hold nothing against Joke. Joke is a great person, but it just so happens to be, again, he's on the wrong side of my picks today. Now, Clef the God, listen, I'm not gassing him up because that's my man. I know him just a little bit. Just a little bit. But I think Clef the God is top of the top. He's going to get the job done. You saw him down yesterday, 14-0. Who else is built like that? Who else has dog in their tag with that much fight? I don't know if it's anybody like that left in the tournament other than Clef the God.
I think you're officially his hype man of this tournament. That's basically you saying, put some respect on his name. That is User's prediction, that Clef the God is going to win this one against Joke and make it to the finals. Now, we have some exciting news. We have some major MUT item reveals that will be happening at halftime. So make sure you stay tuned to all the action and see what exactly will be revealed. But it's enough from User and I. It's time to get to this very first game. Gentlemen, Nick and T. Davis, take us to kickoff.
Thank you so much, Kimmy. Oh boy, Thanksgiving Day, Super Bowl Sunday, MCS Belt Day. Those are the greatest days of the year, and we are going to crown a Ultimate Kickoff champion tonight. Let's kick this game off. Joke and Clef, 9 MCS Final Four appearances between them. They're looking for a spot in the championship game. Welcome everybody in. This should be a fantastic night of John Madden football. It will be Clef the God starting off with the ball first as he returns that to the 17-yard line. This is not the first time these two have faced off in a high-pressure MCS game. Let's take a look back at the Madden NFL 20 Challenge when these two last faced.
Clef the God and Joke.
Gonna throw again. And hoisting it, looking deep. That's his man! That's Tyreek! That's 6 right away! Joke down 7. It's Barkley pushing only to the 4.
Joke's gonna kick his field goal right here. If you're Clef, that's a huge stand right there.
With the rush coming, this ball tipped, but Hill with a bobble has got it, and he's gone!
Come on, man.
Great defense.
Murray flips it. There's Alexander. Jair Alexander to the 10 to the 5. Touchdown, Clef.
This is the play of the game. If he doesn't get this, this game's absolutely over.
Didn't get rid of it.
Clef played phenomenal defense all game, and Joke just has no answer for it at all. And you know, Joke's just gonna go ahead and get out of there. He realizes, you know, this one's over.
Two of the top players here in the MCS, the number 3 and number 4 in our power rankings, facing off for a spot in the final. What more could you ask for? Welcome in everybody watching on Twitch, YouTube, and across streaming platforms. We are so happy you guys are here for a day where we get to give out a belt. Nick Pizesco alongside the best bun in broadcasting and Pineapple spokesperson, Tyler Davis. TD, Joke and Clef, 9 MCS Final Fours between the two, but only 1 belt. It does feel like the top half of this bracket is the bracket everybody is talking about as where our champion may come from today.
Yeah, if you guys are fans of competitive Madden, you know these names. This is a heavyweight matchup. This is like Brady versus Rodgers. This is like The Rock versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. I mean, this is the 1%, the top 1% of our sport. I got goosebumps thinking about it. Man, I can't wait to watch this game.
Should be a great first semifinal. Clef the God is starting off with the ball first, and if for some reason you're turning in for the first time, maybe you don't know Clef the God. Dwayne Wood, 25 years old, from Edgewater, Florida. 109,000 in career earnings. Huge Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan. The Madden 20 Challenge runner-up lost to Noah. He's still looking for his first belt, and he's going to be leading offensively with this lineup. This is one of those lineups you're going to see a lot of the same players across the semifinals, but they all use these players a little differently. The biggest difference here, I see, TD, he's got George Kittle starting at tight end instead of Darren Waller. Both players certainly explosive.
Yeah, he has both on his roster, but he has George Kittle with those abilities. He has some stacked receivers here. You're going to see Joey Galloway, who we saw a lot of yesterday with that speed, Devin Hester on the outside, and Roy Williams in the slot. So Clef's offense is absolutely stacked, and he's going to need it going up against Joke, who's known for his defense.
And Joke's going to be trying to force some turnovers with his defensive strategy, one of the best defensive players in the game, Madden. Taking a look at his defense, you know, that Cam Chancellor making plays, but on the other side, Joke seemed to be using that Trayvon Morig as his user mode for most of the day yesterday, looking to get some of those lurks.
Yeah, definitely. He's got a lot of acrobats here in his secondary. Don't forget about Phillip Buchanan, Antrell Roll, who we saw a lot of yesterday on the outsides. But like you said, that Trayvon Morig and those Cam Chancellors in the middle as users are phenomenal.
We believe he's running a 25 Cowboys, 25 Raiders theme team. That's why you see a Mel Renfro out there. Some of those players, Leighton Vander Esch, probably not going to see them as Joke on defense. Expect him to probably be in that 3-3-5 wide the majority of the game.
Yeah, no doubt about it. In that 3-3-5 wide, Joke's going to be in the 4-6 defensive playbook, and Clef on offense is going to be in the gun bunch. So I believe he's in the Indianapolis Colts offensive playbook, and it's a clash of styles. Clef known for his offense, Joke known for his defense. But man, Nick, this just has that big game feel. It really does. These guys are legends in our game. These guys, we saw in the intro, they have a storied rivalry. This really is the rubber match. They met in the Madden 20 Classic in the challenge there. So this is a big fight feel. I can't wait.
Get this bad boy going. It is Clef the God with the ball first, and he's rocking, as everybody will be, Daniel Jones at quarterback. As how about Danny Dimes spinning around and delivering a dime to George Kittle? Where has that throw been from Daniel Jones?
2 words for you to start it off: delay, fade. Good again here in Madden 22. Great recognition by Clef, and you said it. Daniel Jones, little 360 spin, throws it to the delay fade, picks up a first down on the first play of the game.
Clef the God still looking for his first belt. Ty, he's done just about everything here in the game of Madden. An accomplished player, one of the best brand representatives, building up not only his own brand, but representing that needed crew. But for Clef, it's just about getting to the top of that mountain, and we thought maybe he'd do it in that Madden 20 challenge, but Noah upended him. I know he's talking about right now, this is as confident as he has ever felt playing the game of John Madden football.
No doubt about it, and this is as big of an opportunity as Clef has ever had. Look, Nick, 13 years ago, a young kid showed up to his first event. He went by the name of The Future. And 13 years later, you know who that is? That is Clef the God. Well, the future is now. Clef is 2 wins away from achieving his ultimate dream here of being the best Madden player in the world, man. He can smell it. He can taste it. He's locked in.
Back to pass on 2nd and 4. He's got Reggie Bush underneath. This Reggie Bush item, it seems like every year there are those players that are just always good. Michael Vick, one of those players. Reggie Bush seems like one of those players that is on every roster, no matter when he's released in the game of Ultimate Team.
Yeah, he's so good. He's such a weapon out of the backfield. And I think in Madden 22, this year is the most important for the running back to catch the ball in the backfield. Those little ins and out routes that we already saw out of these guys, out of Clef here, as well as some option routes, angle routes. These running back routes are absolutely so good here in Madden 22. So Reggie Bush, he's probably the best guy you can get on your team and able to do those things.
All the time in the world. He goes to Kittle, who once again makes a big catch. He is getting some very favorable animations of George Kittle catching some of those hitch routes and rotating away from the defense.
Yeah, that was a little bit scary right there, but he's been rolling out, hitting that delay fade. He has all day, too. Joke going with an all-out coverage defense, a lot of man coverage right there, and he's only rushing 3 guys and just getting no sheds into the quarterback.
The out route on the sidelines is Clef. Top 10 in career MCS winning percentage. He's won almost 76% of his games inside the MCS. And we were talking earlier, Ty, how hard it is to be consistent, because not only does the game change every year, but the competition changes every year.
Yeah, it really does. It's so hard to be good every single year.
Come on,
Reggie's got to fight through the tackle.
Boy.
That's too easy for Reggie Bush.
Stop, Clef. Why you stop? Let's go.
What a opening drive by Clef the God, setting the tone. Didn't throw an incompletion, went 6 for 6, and then punches it in with an inside zone. You couldn't ask for a better start from Clef the God.
7 plays, 82 yards, takes 2:51 off the clock. Ty, dare I say, about a perfect start for Clef, using some time and getting 7 on the board.
Yeah, you couldn't ask for a better start from him, using some time, rolling out with Daniel Jones, punching it in with that Reggie Bush on the inside zone to take the lead.
Take a look at that touchdown one more time. Reggie Bush, just in a simple inside zone handoff. And look at the most biased user, I mean certainly impartial user in the back, watching his guy, Clef the God. Now we can see Joke on offense for the first time. This was somebody who won his belt back in Madden 20, running the ball. Taking a look at his lineup here, he's certainly, take a look at his if you don't know, Joke, Ryan Albrito, 28 years old from West New York, New Jersey. EMB crew, Xset Gaming, the Madden 20 Bowl champion, certainly took advantage of what was a game that favored his play style, which is running the ball. And when you look at his lineup, he certainly can run with Reggie Bush, but TD, he was airing it out yesterday. That Devin Hester came up big.
Yeah, that Devin Hester was huge for him. He loves to throw to Reggie Bush out of the backfield as well. Similar offense to Clef here, but he's in the Indianapolis Colts playbook, so he's going to audible over to this gun-tight slots formation a little bit, try to hit that halfback wheel out of the backfield. Taking a look at Clef's defense here, and he loves his secondary. You look at those guys, Ontrell Roll, who made some plays yesterday, Phillip Buchanan, and Nick, of course, Darrell Revis. You can put him on any of the #1 receivers out there. Absolutely stacked secondary for Clef.
And don't forget, he's got Vita Vea as a big Bucs fan. He's happy to see Vita Vea get released into the game as the defense from Clef coming up big here early. Joke trying to find a rhythm.
Yeah, this is big for Joke because he's not one of those guys, we talked about it yesterday, he's not one of those guys that wants to play from behind. He loves to be in the lead and rely on his defense and control the game. He doesn't want to get into a shootout, and he doesn't want to play from behind. So this drive right here is crucial for him already on a 3rd down and 10 at his own 17.
Now we saw him switch to this a couple times yesterday, going to a tight formation on 3rd and 10, and he's got Darren Waller wide open, and Waller's got some room right side, past the 40-yard line, down to the 45. Great conversion on 3rd down. Joke switching up the offense.
Yeah, I love the route combo right there. Clef pretty much overloaded that left side with coverage. Blitz from the right side, allowing his user to cover it, but Joke had a great route combination, a slant over the middle with a little underneath out route to the tight end. He had either one, but he chooses to check down to the tight end and converts.
Joke's first offensive drive. He might have a touchdown over the top. He might have a touchdown over the top. That's Roy Williams, and Roy Williams says thank you very much. Quick answer from the man named Joke as he's an extra point away from tying this up.
We got fireworks early in the Final Four, the ultimate kickoff. Joke responds, and that was kind of Clef's, Achilles heel yesterday. He was giving up a lot of these deep, skinny posts to Canes, but Clef, he's going to adjust, but early and often here, Joke goes to it. Great decision, great play.
Remember, Clef yesterday went down 14-0. 2 cover, 3 bombs, that skinny post over the top. But he was able to adjust and scored 17 unanswered to come away with the victory. Similar start to this one, although Clef this time, he put a touchdown on the board on his first drive. Take a look one more time. Roy Williams over the top.
Yeah, just another cover 3 beater. The safety on the left side freezes. The deep post gets behind him. Joke with a nice pass lead to the outside, using those sticks the right way, able to capitalize, tie this game up.
It's crazy. I saw this on Twitter yesterday, TD. We talk so much about the crews here in the game of Madden. We talk about TNC their year last year. We talk about EMB 818. The Needed crew seems to get overlooked as a crew, but you talk about the people they have within that crew, the guys that they lab with. 2 of their players here today, Clef and John Beast, are repping the Needed crew. I mean, are they disrespected a little bit in the Madden community?
I don't think they are. I don't think people really overlook them. I mean, you're talking about guys like Dubby, like Skimbo, like Clef, and then, their newest addition, probably the hottest free agent signing in the last few years of Madden, John the Beast, who we're going to see after this game, who made the Final Four. So, I mean, they're kind of running the game right now. 2 of their guys in the Final Four.
I'm not saying that their players are just obviously Skibbo, 3-time belt winner, Dubby,
Come on,
winner, and one of the top content creators out there right now. But I mean, do they get disrespected in the sense of it seems like people don't name their crew as a whole? They name the individual pieces without recognizing the work that they put in as a crew.
Yeah, I think that's a fair point. I really do. And I think that part of it, too, is that, they're relatively small compared to TNC, who has, 12 to 15
Well, they have
members.
175. I'm in TNC at this point.
And you look at EMB, who's pretty deep as well. They've kind of shrinked over the last few years, but they're still deep. That Needed crew has kind of stayed small. It's mainly been those few guys. They've expanded a little bit lately, but I think, individually, those guys have so much respect from the community. And they're really kind of making more of a name here as a crew. Dubby getting the Needed brand out there a little bit more with some great signings, by the way. Can we talk about that as well, too? A couple years ago, Clef made his return to competitive Madden, right? And who was the first guy that really kind of linked up with him, signed him pretty much to the team, was Dubby. So you got to credit Dubby to see that potential. And he does it once again here, signing John Beast, who's been phenomenal these last 2 years.
User, this is a big 4th down for your guy, Clef. He's on the ropes right now early in this game.
Yeah, he about to clutch up with a hot one right here. Listen, I hear you guys talking about the squad. First of all, we not the Backstreet Boys like some of these other gangs out here. Some of these other squads out here. I ain't gonna mention no names, TNC, 818. I ain't mentioning nobody. I ain't throwing no shades. But we grown men around here. We don't have to be just tweeting our squad the whole time. At the end of the day, we worried about getting the job done. We got the 3-time belt winner with us. The 3-time. Ain't no other 3-time in any other crew. Don't do that. We got Dubby with a belt. We got Clef the Good. Top of the top. You about to watch him cook up a hot one right here on 4th and 13. Come on, man. Put some respect on it.
I need users to stay on camera for this one because we got to see what happens here on 4th down. Danny Dimes rolling out.
Oh,
He's
he got
under
him.
pressure.
Laser.
He's got the delay fade. That's a hot dot. User, you man coming up with a hottie dotty.
We built.
You can't leave
crazy,
the delay
man.
fade, Joke. You can't leave the delay fade. We had everything covered. You know it's coming. Clef cooks it up for his man User.
Back to the ground game goes Clef with Reggie Bush. Nowhere to go. This has that feel. There are some times, we know we're in the Final Four. We know we're 2 wins away from a belt game. Obviously there's pressure, but Ty, just the way these guys are locked in, the way they play the game, this chess match, it feels like a big game.
Oh yeah, it has that big game feel. I mean, the juices are flowing, as I like to say. Clef hasn't left the edge of his seat at all. This guy's been leaned over, locked in the whole time. Joke, you know, he gets a little sweaty, plays with his hair. These guys are just fully dialed in right now, and I didn't expect anything less from these two.
Inside the red zone goes Clef the God. Second offensive drive here in our first semifinal. Guys, remember, tweet using that hashtag Ultimate Kickoff. You can see your tweet live here on the broadcast. We'll be reading those out throughout the night. As once again, this was something we didn't see a ton of yesterday in those first 4 games. Pressure seemed, it seemed to be people who were either dropping into coverage or not sending a lot of heat, but the pressure getting home for both these players.
Yeah, Joke made a couple adjustments here in the second drive. He's sending a little bit more heat. Clef loves to go to that flood concept in the red zone. Try to go to it again there, but wasn't open.
Might have him on the slant. He's got Roy Williams, and he reaches for the end zone. They're going to call it just shy of the goal line.
Yeah, that was a super dot from Clef. Had the slant, kind of got ahead of Joke's User. Joke could not keep up with him. Roy Williams, a lot of speed there. Tries to fight for it, but now you got to expect a little fullback dive here from Clef. Look for Derrick Henry to try to punch this thing in.
He's going to go to a little deuce close action. He's got Reggie Bush in the backfield now. He'll audible to goal line, putting Derrick Henry at fullback. Give it to the king and make him do work. Clef the God goes back up by a score.
What a response from Clef. Great personnel right there. He came out in that deuce close, but subbed in some tight ends, allowing him to audible, which of course this was added last year in Madden 21. You can audible down to the goal line, and he does that. Gives it to the big dog, Derrick Henry, to take the lead.
Make them work. Come on, make them work.
2.5 to go in the first half. Joke will have an opportunity. Ty, I don't know. I think we went 4 for 4 on games yesterday that were either tied or within 3 points at halftime. I don't know if I can take a 5th.
I know, right? The blood pressure was high yesterday, the anxiety, the heart was racing. We had some phenomenal games yesterday, starting with Jokes, and I don't think he wants another one like that. Pretty much an overtime game, missing field goals, but it might come down to that again. These guys are dialed in, and a great run right there. And, you know, you don't really expect that with these two. You thought they maybe slow it down a little bit, but it looks like we're going to have a high-scoring game.
I love the mentality for both these players. We asked both of them, who's your favorite opponent to play in Madden? And both of them gave us the exact same answer. And that answer was, I don't care, I just want to play the best. It doesn't matter who's on the other side. That's a champion mentality.
Yeah, no doubt about it. When you think about, you know, two of the guys with the biggest chips on their shoulder, the guys with the most confidence, these two are at the top of the list. They don't care who they play. They believe that they are better than every single person that plays Madden, and it shows the way they bring that swagger, the way they bring that confidence. Sometimes it can come off a little bit arrogant, but it's just their confidence is through the roof, and that's why they're so good every single year.
2nd and 10 now for Joke. $1:53 to go in this game. As Danny Dimes doing work for everybody. Screamed at by Clef. Clef set the heater off the edge.
It's a little chess match going on right here. Joke had some things open, but Clef dialed it up. And Joke continues to put that delay fade out there pretty much every play. And he had the slant at the last second, but the pressure came through.
Clef said coming into this tournament, he's always been an underdog, and that's always given him a chip on his shoulder from when he was playing football to now when he's playing Madden. I don't know if I can call Clef an underdog anymore, TD. This guy I think is one of the most respected players, and nobody takes his games lightly.
No doubt at all. I mean, Clef, he always believes, though. He has to have that mindset, and that's a great mindset. You said earlier, that's a winner's mindset. And that's what you like to see from both these guys. Looks like Joke can't hike the ball right here. See if they take a delay.
It should be a delay, and big shout out to our admins behind the scenes, always in communication with our players here, especially in this remote setting. And but not only the right move, but the gentlemanly move of declining that delay of game. No need to penalize somebody for a bug in the game.
Yeah, and these guys have played the game a lot. They know what happens right there. Clef showing the ultimate sportsmanship, declining the penalty. He's a competitor at the end of the day. He doesn't want to take any easy cuts like that. So you'd love to see it from both these guys.
Let's happen. Come on.
It's going to be 4th and short. Don't forget, guys, stay tuned at halftime. Kimmy and User will have reactions. We got giveaways. We got reveals tonight. There's a whole lot going on here at the Ultimate Kickoff. Final day of action. You're not going to want to miss any of it. Huge 4th and 3 here for Joke, looking to respond to Clef's touchdown. He's going back to that tight slots formation with Reggie Bush on the left hip of Jones. Waiting. He's got to the delay fade. It's well covered. I don't know if Bush stepped out of bounds there. We'll see if the flag comes out. It doesn't, and it's a first down for Joke. Great read there on the playmaker.
That was such high-level John Madden football by both guys. Joke rolled out, Clef clicked on to the appropriate guy, but Joke playmakered him, and then he lobbed the ball over the defender. Excellent, excellent stuff by Joke not to panic. He did not panic, he did not worry. He was patient, he waited, and he made the right play on a crucial play in the game.
And Ty, that ability to playmaker, especially with somebody like Reggie Bush who's so quick, that can be, you know, for some of those newer players in Madden who are looking to take the next step in their game, that playmaker ability is absolutely massive for creating some new routes.
Exactly, Chad. If you guys are out there and say you want to roll out, try to freestyle a little bit, if you're getting pressured, use that playmaker, whether you flick the stick to the left, to the right, up the field like we saw Joke do, but that playmaker can really be an advanced tool that can really help your offense out.
Joke with little head scratches. We're under 30 seconds to go. He'll take his first timeout of the half. Ty, doesn't feel like either player has an edge right now. These guys have brought their A game to the Final Four.
No, both guys have been playing phenomenal. And, you know, this is big for both guys here. If you're Joke, you're getting ball to start the second half. So if you can go get 7 and tie it, that's huge. And if you're Clef...
Give me the ball!
Oh, that's Brian Dawkins with the pick!
Let's go!
Looking for that post over the middle, and Dawkins absolutely jumped it. Clef
no, he's 75, bro. Come on, man. Another dumb red.
That was absolutely huge for Clef, that book right there, because it takes away points from Joke. Now Joke even got 3 right there, gets ball to start the second half. He's in complete control. And now Clef, you got to think, there's time here with a timeout. He's hungry. If he can go down and get 3, he is in a great spot for this game.
You heard Joke there saying, I knew he was sending 5. I got to make a better read than that. As look for Williams down the field. What a beam there from Daniel Jones, a former Duke Blue Devil.
And let's talk about the stick work from Clef. He throws it deep, he clicks onto his receiver, and then stops him. He completely stops him in the open field, allowing him to get that possession catch to get the toe drag swag. Just phenomenal stick work by Clef, and now he's in business here at the 48.
One timeout left.
Galloway!
Over the top.
Galloway!
I don't know.
Galloway!
It's Joey G. Galloway all the way. Touchdown for Clef the God.
Clef the God with an absolute laser beam over the top. Joey Galloway, too much speed. Mistake by Joke to press in that situation. You can't give up any deep plays. Clef sees it, recognizes it, throws it over the top, and he's up 14.
That pick, a 14-point swing. Can we get a health check? Oh, one great user. Is he doing okay behind the scenes? Joey Galloway, too much speed, gets around the press and gets 6.
Galloway! Galloway!
All right, he's good. He doesn't look like he has the flu, TD. He looks fine.
Does not at all. The most biased MCS analyst of all time, by the way. I love it.
Big shout out to user having fun in the bag. This is what competitive Madden is all about. 9 ticks left on the clock. as Joke looks for a big play down the field. Inaccurate pass from Daniel Jones. That one's supposed to be picked off.
That was such a huge momentum swing for Clef. I mean, Joke was about to potentially tie the game and get ball at half. He throws a pick, and 2 plays later, Clef is in the end zone to go up 14. This is just a huge momentum shift in the game.
Because I'm reigning supreme.
Right there.
It ain't what it
Just wants
seems.
his respect.
Like I'm
Now for Joke, he does get the ball to start the second half.
ain't famous to me.
And this drive is going to be huge to see if he can stay in this game. 21-7.
The sneakers and tees.
The score at halftime, a huge 14-point swing. Clef with the interception and cashes in with a deep pass to Joey Galloway to take a 14-point lead at halftime. I think we got to check in with our halftime crew. See if User's doing okay. Kimmy, make sure his heart rate is low enough to do this halftime show.
I don't think his heart rate is okay. You guys saw, you were like doing your happy dance, whatever this was. Welcome in everyone to your ultimate kickoff halftime. Obviously, a very exciting first game, Joke versus Clef the God. Now, User, in the first quarter, they tied it up. It was 7-7, but then in the second quarter, your friend, Clef the God, there's a little bit of a shift in momentum. You went in the broadcast and you said, don't worry about this. I believe it was 4th and 13. And then he threw the ball to George Kittle. He got that first down, and then on that exact drive, he went up to score. That score was then 14-7. Then Joke was trying to come back and rebuttal and get himself back on the board. And then he got a pick, and then Galloway scored the touchdown for Clef the God. The score now 21-7, a 14-point swing. So obviously yesterday's games were wild, but how does this first half compare?
I mean, listen. I mean, I know y'all gonna try to say I'm biased. I'm not. I'm not at all. Listen, I don't care if Clef the God wins. I truly don't. I just want to watch great Madden, and that's what we're watching right now. Clef the God went down there with a phenomenal opening drive. Phenomenal. 6 for 6. You might as well call him the daughter. Then Joke comes right back, answers with a bomb on the skinny post. And guess what Clef said? Make him earn it. Make him earn it, because we know Joke. We've seen his career. He's a great defensive player, but can he put together those 15-play grueling drives to get 7? Trust me, it wears down on your mental to try to drive all the way down there, especially when you get in the red zone. Things get tight. Safeties play a little bit closer to the line, and that's what happened. You saw Ed Reed jump and make an interception in the red zone, and guess what? We caught him slipping. I hate to say we. I didn't say we, because I know y'all trying to say I'm biased.
We.
But Clef, no, I didn't say that, because I'm not biased. Clef caught him slipping with the bomb to Galloway right before half. Going down 14 at half versus Clef the God, top of the top. I don't know.
I mean, it's good, but we saw competitors go down 14 points yesterday and then come back for a redemption win. So I wouldn't, count Joke out.
There wasn't no competitors. There wasn't no competitors. It was Clef the God. Clef the God.
You right, your boy, Clef the God. All right, enough of that first half action. We have some really exciting and big reveals to announce tonight. So it's time to dig right into them and reveal some limited edition and kickoff exclusive MUT items that will be released tomorrow. Let's go ahead and start this off with a limited edition Nick Chubb. Very exciting, 91 overall rating. Again, these are going to be released tomorrow. We also have a limited edition Fletcher Cox MUT item. Very exciting, a 91 overall rating. An ultimate kickoff hero, Jadeveon Clowney, 88 overall. Another one, an ultimate kickoff LTD with none other than Julio Jones. Julio, so excited for him this season. 92 overall rating. Now with the Tennessee Titans. Last, certainly not least, the GOAT. Ultimate kickoff champion right here, Sean Taylor. I know you're already talking over me because you're so excited.
Ain't no way we got Sean Tiggity Taylor already.
We got it. All right,
94 speed with the power.
Please,
and your
can you please break down?
Ain't no way.
Can you please?
Listen.
Can you stop interrupting me?
Oh my goodness.
Can you break down why this item is so important to the Madden community? Tell them about Sean Taylor.
Kimmy, you don't understand. This item right here, this is a break the bank item right here. This is Sean Tiggity Taylor. You're going to see this car on every team soon as he drops. This is 94 speed. This is Mr. Bingham himself. The U, baby. Sean Taylor with the power up 92. Now, if you got your mud items to, power them up 2 more speeds, you can get him to 94. He going to be back there with Ed Reed and Cam Bam Chancellor. This is a must-have items. The other cards is crazy. They tough. Fletcher Cox, Chubb, even Julio. But I'm telling you, this Sean Taylor is a must-have. And I'm going to tell y'all right now, don't go crazy on the auction house with this. I know how y'all do. Y'all run the price through the roof. Don't do that now. Keep the price down. Everybody need to get Sean Taylor. This is crazy. Sean Taylor this early? This is an amazing card, Kimmy.
Speaking of Sean Taylor, people love giveaways, don't they, User?
I do. Am I in it?
You do. Okay, you do. I think a lot of people like it. Nah, you're not in it. Get out of here now. But it's time to go ahead and give one away. And why don't we do the guy you were just talking about? Ultimate Kickoff champion, Sean Taylor. The very lucky winner of this giveaway, which again is going to be released tomorrow, but you're getting it now. It's SS Rebel 78. Congratulations, SS Rebel 78. You now have Ultimate Kickoff champion, Sean Taylor, on your squad. All right, you guys, a lot more action to come in the second half. The current score of our first game between Joke and Clef the God, 21-7. That game will continue on after this quick break.
I mean, when you think about it, it's Miracle on Ice, Jordan Game 6, and this. I mean, what can you say about this matchup? We are about to witness history.
Just back the cat. It's way too close. Thank you.
I mean, these are the moments that make you feel alive and like your heart's gonna explode. You know, when you think about the greatest rivalries in sports, top of mind, you got Frazier Ali, you got Red Sox Yankees, Green Bay Chicago, Little Dicky, and Marshawn. They're coming for each other.
Beautiful evening here in Southern California for the grand opening of Madden Land.
This park has everything, including Jalen. How you feeling?
Feels like game day, all right.
Here in Madden Land, dreams are made with the dream team you build.
Welcome to Madden Land.
It's game time, baby.
Rated E for everyone.
What?
Henry is in shock. I think the chat's in shock.
It is finally time to kick off the Madden competitive season. We are here at the Ultimate Kickoff, and he missed it!
Oh my God!
The upright! Joke missed it, and Fancy has life! Joke, 2 fourth down stops in overtime. He is a defensive mastermind out there. Ball is down, kick is up. He won't miss it twice in a row. Joke is on to the Final Four.
He's one of the best users ever in the history of competitive Madden.
Clef the God in the Final Four. Oh, it's picked up!
You gotta be kidding me. The Iceman is here. He's here to stay.
Let's go!
It's getting cold in here with all this ice. Oh no!
One of the best lurks you will ever see.
Galloway! Oh, Galloway to the end zone!
John Beast has done it again. He's going to another Final Four.
Put respect on my name!
This is the Madden Championship Series at its finest.
Well, it was all Clef at the end of that first half. He has a 21-7 lead. Joke has the ball to start the second half, though, so this game far from over, but Joke gonna need to put together a comeback the likes that Clef put on yesterday here in our first semifinal. 2 wins away from the first belt of the year. What a first half it was, TD. Clef really locking down on defense. That pick, a monstrous swing in momentum.
Yeah, that last, minute of the second quarter was absolutely huge for Clef. It is do or die time now for Joke. He needs to get 7 on this drive to stay alive.
See both players locked in. Joke looking for his second belt. Clef looking for belt number 1. How consistent he has been. Still looking for that first belt. He said that was his only goal. His one goal here in Madden 22 was getting that belt. Back to work we go. It is Joke with the ball to start the second half. Guys, remember again, if you're tweeting, use that hashtag Ultimate Kickoff. You could win some sweet giveaways. We saw those items that were revealed as Reggie Bush put the spin move on. Ty, I know I'm like user. That Sean Taylor is making my lineup.
Oh, no doubt about it. I mean, Sean Taylor has been an absolute must in Madden Ultimate Team for the last 5-10 years. Ever since Madden Ultimate Team's come into play, Sean Taylor has been a staple that you need on your defense.
The late legend, former Miami Hurricane. Big shout out to Sean Taylor. Miss him out on the football field. 1st and 10 for Joke. Trying to get the offense going, but man, how impressive has Clef's defense been against this bunch offset, which has been not only the meta, but I think played by about 95% of people out there.
Look at that defense from Clef. He manned up the delay fade that time, so it was bagged, and then he used the crossing route as Joke rolled out. Excellent defense right there from Clef.
Joke looking for belt number 2, just trying to get anything going. There's that delay fade again, so an interesting shift we've seen offensively, Ty. Yesterday, it was a lot of flat routes. Now it seems like these guys have adjusted, and they're starting to find that delay fade up the middle.
Yeah, and Clef going a little bit of match defense right there. You saw his safety on the weak side match on to the crossing route deep down the field, but Joke able to wait, hit the delay fade. Nice little dot here again. So Joke, this is his game. You want to kind of dink and dunk, pepper the ball into the flats, to the tight ends over the middle. He's doing that perfectly here. Nice drive. He needs this drive badly.
Ty, with how Madden 22 plays, how important do you think it is for not only these guys, but players at home to mix up their defensive looks and their defensive calls?
Exactly. That's, I think, the most important thing this year, especially, with the defense not being as great as it has been in years past. You need to mix your coverages up. Come out, switch it up between a little cover 2 man, cover 3, some cover 4 match, which we just saw from Clef, and then occasionally, throw in your Tampa 2. So always disguising your coverages, but keeping it looking the same in the same formation is very beneficial for your defense in this game.
Clef said coming into this one, again, this is his first full major as a dad. He said preparation is different, but I love what he said. He said, you just got to do what you got to do. That's how he's approached Madden. That's how he's approached life. It's been just about getting getting whatever he needed done, and he's been able to balance it so effectively.
Yeah, you know, time management is very important once you become a father, trying to balance Madden as your career as well. So the time management for him has been important. He says he's become more, you know, concrete, more precise with his time and what the things he's doing. So he's learned a lot within this past year. And man, it hasn't held him back at all, that's for sure. He's here in the Final Four of our first major of the season.
Screamed at off the edge. Ty, we talk about the similarities between these two. Both very braggadocious, confident players. Both players, you know, have been on that list of best player without a belt. Now Joke has one. But the similarities go beyond that. Both players' favorite athlete, LeBron James. No surprise there. Joke absolutely loves LeBron James. Clef, he loves LeBron. Favorite fast food restaurant, they're both Chipotle fiends, which makes me connect with them a little more. Are these guys the same person, just on different sides of the ball?
They are very similar. These guys are just such fiery competitors. They want to win so bad, not just in Madden, but pretty much everything they do in life. These guys are super competitive. Now, the one difference I will say is Joke, you know, he's a Brady fan. He kind of respects Brady as the GOAT. Clef, even though he's a Tampa fan, he's a Rodgers guy.
Yes, sir. Big D. Come on.
Also, again, we bring it up all the time, but Joke's not a big football guy. He's certainly much more of a basketball fan. He rarely watches a whole lot of football. Certainly he's gotten into a little more with playing Madden. Having to settle for 3 here, that's a huge win for Clef's defense.
Yeah, this is tough for Joke here. You can see him. He kind of thought about it for a couple seconds there. But on 4th and 23, you cannot go for it in that spot. That is a big, big win for Clef's defense. And now you got to think as we're getting closer and closer to the end of the third, Clef is going to start to use some of this clock. But at least Joke did get some points, but man, it hurts having to settle for 3 because it's still a 2-possession game.
21-10. I know the entire Need It crew, they've been loud on Twitter. I saw Books tweeting, I saw Dubby tweeting. They put out a hype video out there for those Need It guys still in the tournament, and Clef and John Beast. You gotta love seeing everybody, no matter what crew they're part of, supporting their crewmates. And then not only that, you got the fans at home using that hashtag Ultimate Kickoff, cheering on their favorite players. Watching Twitter blow up with competitive Madden, that's one of the coolest things for me as a commentator.
Exactly, one of the coolest things. So if you guys are out there, make sure you use that hashtag Ultimate Kickoff on Twitter. You might even see your tweet pop up here on our brand new ticker at the bottom, which this ticker is awesome, by the way, showing so many cool stats, and we're gonna have some tweets on there throughout the night. So definitely show some support on Twitter using that hashtag, and you might see yourself on the broadcast.
Clef steps up, he'll pick up a first down. Joke trying to get to another finals appearance. Clef had quite the path to get here. He did get the double bye, but then had to go through players like Some Versace, like Space Jam, like Manu. I mean, went 4-0. Talk about a well-earned 4-0, going through some of those guys that you see streaming every week and playing in all these tournaments. There are no slouches to go against.
Yeah, no doubt at all. A lot of these guys had some tough paths to get here. You see Clef now with a nice scramble. And I want to point out to the viewers, too, you saw Joke there kind of going back and forth to his coaching adjustments. Those coaching sliders are very critical for you guys out there trying to learn how to get better at Madden. You know, you can adjust your flats, your curl flats, as well as your hook zones on defense. And Joke, you know, he'll adjust his curl flats a lot, whether he goes from 5 to 25 yards, same with his flats. And then the other thing he does is he will completely take them off and go to default, and that allows him to run the match defense, because if you want to run some of the cover 4 match, you can't have any coaching adjustments on, as it won't activate the match. So you can see there Joke kind of switching his defenses back and forth, really trying to make it difficult on Clef, but Clef doing a great job to counter it.
And not only is he doing a great job countering that, but look at how much clock he's been able to use here in the third quarter. He'll be able to snap this ball and take it to the 4th. So you gotta expect probably an inside zone or a scramble here. But look how many X factors are currently lit up. It's like a Christmas tree on Clef's side of the ball.
Yeah, watch for that Roy Williams in the slot here. Oh, great user by Joke.
Well, I said he could take it, and then he had to throw the ball away. So don't I look foolish?
And tough for Clef right there, because you need to stay in balance in that situation to try to get out of the third quarter. He was forced to throw it away. So that kind of helps Joke in a sense. But Joke needs to get off the field after these next 2 plays.
3rd and 7 underneath. Reggie Bush And another first down for Clef the God. He is in field goal range, and he will take this one to zeros in the third. We got 1 period of play left as we head to our fourth quarter. Our fourth quarter, it's presented by Snickers. Snickers satisfied. It's 21-10. Clef certainly satisfied with how this game has gone so far.
Yeah, he is looking good. He's using this clock now, going right back to the inside zone with a big play out of it. And if Clef gets 7 here, it's going to make it an 18-point game. That's going to be very difficult for Joke to come back. We know that Joke, that's not really his style, is to try to pass every single play playing from behind. So Clef has really dominated this game from start all the way here to the fourth quarter. He's looking impressive.
I mean, you talk about one play that can change the entire complexion. That pick Joke threw inside the red zone, and Clef was able to cash in with a big play to Joey Galloway over the top. A possible 14-point swing there. That's your difference.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And, you know, both these guys are elite of the elite, but I will say if there's one criticism for both guys, in my experience, is that during the game, they will throw you 1 or 2, right? They will make 1 or 2 mistakes. And when they do that, that's when you have to capitalize. And Joke, he's the one that made the mistake, and Clef did exactly what he needed to do. He capitalized on it, turned it into 7, and that's really the difference in this game so far.
I think we got, it's 21-10. Is one biased user here? We got to change his name down there. We got to change the tag.
You know I'm not biased. I'm not biased, you know what I'm saying? I just do my research on my picks. You know what I'm saying, Nick? You know, Clef is making sure Clef knows that me and you in the booth, you know what I'm saying? And he got the milk and cookies out right now. You know what I'm saying? He got the milk and cookies out right now, so you know what he gonna do. You feel me? He gonna milk this thing away. I'm not being biased. I just like to see a guy, he's such a professional. The way he's controlling the clock, handling the game, we both know. Joke settling for that 3.5. For that 3 just a minute ago. Yes, it was 4th and 23, but that was just like a big stop. There's nothing you can do in this situation, especially in Madden 22, kicking that field goal. You have to go for it in my eye.
What a play call. What a play call. Darren Waller to the house, wide open. User, you could have made that read. Did I say that out loud? That was totally on me. That was totally on me. That was my bad.
How did I get caught with a straight?
I got this. Well, hey, user, you want to know why? Because I saw your Twitter earlier calling me the 4th swagged out person on here. I saw your Twitter earlier not even giving me credit for any stick work that I might have. You can't fire shots on Twitter and not think the broadcast going to come back to bite you.
Oh, my goodness. I got caught with a straight. Nick, listen, Nick, I never said you was 4th. I said if there was no one else left on the list, then you would be number 4. Remember? So it's a possibility you could drop. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, can we talk about? Hey, hold on? Can we talk about though? Wait, keep user in here because how did user win the most?
Bring him back in here.
How did user win the most swag yesterday? I came with the pink expensive suit. He's out there in a tropical beach shirt, and they're saying he's got the most swag. I mean, come on.
Like you a director for Mary Kay. I'm pretty sure you got the pink Cadillac out in the front. Come on, man.
Bro,
he's got a great opportunity.
The pink suit is clean. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
All you had to do was come in with some camera on yesterday. You would have been right on point, my guy.
I know user's mic wasn't working well before the stream yesterday, and it's a shame that we fixed that one. So if we could move on. 28-10. Left the God on top. In position is Joke. I mean, what do you do in this situation, Ty? If you're Joke, are you just looking for one big play? You're just looking for that first touchdown?
No, I think at this point you gotta get 10 yards here and kick your field goal, make it a 2-possession game. But real quickly, I want to go back to that play call that Clef had. I mean, that is an adjustment, and we talked about it. You know, Clef and Joke, you know, getting intentional grounding here. He's really putting himself in a hole. But Clef, with that play call, he is the king of the adjustments. He really is. Joke was all out selling for the fullback dive. He ran commit. Clef says, hey, I got an 11-point lead here. I can play with him a little bit. I'm going to audible to a pass play. Joke ran commit. It was the perfect play call. And that just goes to show the strategy, the thinking that Clef is doing here in these type of situations.
25, nice play underneath to Reggie Bush. Let's just put this out again. This game isn't over yet. But
this play is the play of the game right here. So it could be after this.
This is your ball game. But let me also point this out, as that's a great read to Waller. Could we possibly, there's still another game to go, but looking ahead, we might possibly have a need at bowl for a belt with Clef the God and John Beast. John Beast still's got to play Ice, and Ice is no pushover. We saw yesterday. But when talking with John Beast, he said that he and Clef might have played the most games against each other leading into the tournament. We might see that in a final.
Yeah, those guys have been locked in with each other, preparing for this tournament, and they might meet up in the finals. And if you couldn't, if you're those two, you couldn't ask for a better situation. That's what they planned on going into it. That's what they wanted. By the way, smart decision right here from Joke. Take your 3, keep those 3 timeouts, make it a 2-possession game. That's your best chance to come back in this ball game.
Has all the timeouts. He is going to kick the onside kick. See if he can't get an extra possession. It's picked up by Clef. And you got to think right now, Clef is thinking, he's thinking, I've got a shot at a belt. I'm 1 win away. $1.49 to make this one official. But man, what a performance from Clef the God.
Yeah, he absolutely dominated from start to finish. And Clef has been in this situation a couple times now. You know, Final 4 in the Madden 20 Bowl, then, of course, the finals of the Madden 20 Challenge. And he's going to head back to another finals here in the Madden 22 Ultimate Kickoff. But this time, he has a different mindset. He has a different goal at hand. He wants to win his first ever belt.
And again, for Joke, another Final 4 performance. He got that belt in Madden 20. And, you know, after last year, there were a lot of people. I saw Twitter. There were people questioning whether or not, you know, Joke would get another belt if he was just a product of Madden 20. I think he has proved over and over with how well he has done in these tournaments. It doesn't matter the game. It doesn't matter the meta. This is somebody who's going to be in contention for a belt every tournament.
No doubt about it. And let's not forget, of course, the money here, the prize pool is what's important. But let's not forget about these MCS points. These are critical if you want to make that last event of the year. And Joke, you know, coming in 3rd and 4th place here, he's going to get himself 600 MCS points, which puts himself in a great spot. And I wouldn't be surprised to see Joke make another one of these events. We're going to see a lot of him this season.
This field goal to make it a 3-possession game with a minute to go. As the kick is up, and it is good. 31-13. Your score here in our first semifinal. We got a second semifinal coming up, and Ty, I can't wait for that one. I think 2 guys that Twitter was not thinking these guys were going to make it to the semifinals. But double upsets from Ice and John Beast. They're going to face off for the spot in a belt game on the line. What do you expect from that battle?
Man, it's an interesting one, right? The 2 underdogs of the tournament. Who is the favorite in that matchup? It's a tough one. You probably got to lean John Beast a little bit. But, man, that's going to be I think it's going to be a high-scoring battle, too. I'm excited to see that one. I really am. I think, you know, I don't know what to expect from it because both these guys are a little bit unpredictable with their approaches, but I think we're going to see some fireworks.
Joke takes a knee, and that will put a bow on this one. We have 1 spot in the finals sewn up. Clef the God. He made a run back in the Madden 20 Challenge. Didn't get it done. He's looking to rewrite history here in the Ultimate Kickoff 22. He is 1 win away from his first belt with a dominant 31-13 win over Joke. TD, that pick at the end of the half shifted the momentum, but Clef's play down the stretch was absolutely perfect.
Yeah, he really dominated this game from start to finish, especially in that second quarter. The pick, capitalizing on it for a touchdown, and in the second half, he never looked back. He completely dominated, and Clef the God, he's been in this situation before, and he's going to have another chance at his first ever belt. It's big time for Clef the God right now.
1 spot in the finals, that's set, and Clef will gladly take that seat as we welcome you inside the Snickers Virtual Players Lounge after a 31-13 win for Clef the God over Joke. They will face the winner of that John Beast and Ice game. Nick Mazesco, Tyler Davis, one great user. Hey, user.
What's up,
Hey,
Nick?
buddy. How you doing?
Feeling good?
How you doing? I mean, let's be clear. You picked Clef to win that game, and not only did he win, he looked about as good. I mean, talk about the opponent he had to go against to beat a guy like Joke 31-13. That is not only not an easy task, it's a monumental task, and Clef went about it making it look easy.
Yeah, I mean, we don't call him top of the top for no reason. He's the guy that can do this. He can do this to some of the best Madden players in the world, just like you saw. But guess what? The job's not finished yet.
Well, let's welcome in the first participant in our Ultimate Kickoff 22 final, Clef the God, who took down Joke 31-13. Clef, congratulations, my friend. A hard-fought win. Talk me through what was going through your mind going into the second half. You got that interception. You were able to get that touchdown with Galloway. What was your mindset up 21-7 at halftime trying to finish that game?
Just treat the game like it's 0-0. You know, I respect Joke game a lot, so I just treat it like it's 0-0. You know, win the second half. That was my goal. Win the second half. You up 14.5, that means nothing. You know, the game ain't won at halftime. So my mentality right now is just destroy everything in front of me. I'm trying to get a belt, and whoever in the way of that, I got to take care of. So that's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, Clef, going back to that goal line play where you kind of caught him run commit and you actually ran a pass play right there, I thought that was phenomenal. Just speak about your ability to adjust on the fly. A situation like that, most guys wouldn't, they wouldn't do that, but you're able to do that. Talk about how you can adjust like that.
I mean, they call me Big Trust Mr. Adjust for a reason, But seriously, go back to my football days, coaching, playing a lot. It's just, I get to pick up on tendencies quick. And I just know Joe, I know he aggressive, just like me. He going to run commit. Because his tournament life was on the line. So I figured, okay, he's going to run commit. Even if he don't run commit, I was going to take the sack, but it worked out well.
Top of the top. Easily got some of the best instincts of the game. Listen, you go into the ship. You already know when I first told you when you made the tournament. I ain't telling you congratulations yet. You've been in this situation before playing Dusty. You've been in this situation before playing Nova. It's time. Is it time? Are you getting your mindset and learning from those mistakes and making sure there won't be a third time?
Yeah, like I've been saying this whole tournament, even before I was in the Final 8, that I just feel like this is my time. Everything aligning right, man. My mental is just in an amazing spot. My spiritual, my physical, I ain't never been this focused, So it just feels like now is the moment. I understand the opportunity at hand. This type of stuff don't come around often. You know what I'm saying? You only got this moment. So I'm just trying to maximize what it is right now, today.
Well, Clef, congratulations. Sit back, enjoy the second semifinal, and get ready for that championship game. With Joke eliminated from the tournament, we will have a new belt winner tonight. What a battle it was here in our first semifinal. Clef the God, a dominant second half performance. I know Kimmy and User are going to have plenty to talk about as we lead into our second semifinal of the night. It's all coming up after this.
The Madden NFL 22 Ultimate Kickoff is brought to you in part by Snickers. Snickers satisfies.
Matt, I think I got my fantasy nights mixed up. Hey, Bill.
Hey, Matt.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
You sure?
Yeah.
Snickers satisfies.
I mean, when you think about it, it's Miracle on Ice, Jordan Game 6, and this. I mean, what can you say about this matchup? We are about to witness history.
Just back the cat. It's way too close. Thank you.
I mean, these are the moments that make you feel alive and like your heart's going to explode. You know, when you think about the greatest rivalries in sports, top of mind, you got Frazier Ali, you got Red Sox Yankees, Green Bay Chicago, Little Dicky, and Marshawn. They're coming for each other.
Welcome back. What an exciting first semifinal matchup. You see it here. All the highlights, all the points. Clef the God getting 31 final points. Joke only able to skip away with 13. User doing the happy dance for his man Clef the God. The exact man that he predicted would win the matchup, and he's not even biased at all. User, how's your heart rate? Are you okay? We got to send a paramedic to you?
No, I'm doing good. Apple Watch got me right. They got me right. I'm good. I'm settled down, man. That was a great game, Kimmy. I mean, you know, you got to understand the emotions are high. You're playing Joke, belt winner. Come on, man. This is top 5. That's a matchup we should have to pay to see. That's pay-per-view.
Pay-per-view. And now with Joke losing, it is now guaranteed that we will have a guaranteed first-time belt winner with Joke taking the L. That means our final 3 competitors, none of them have ever solidified a belt. So this will be an exciting finals. We still have one more game to go. But first, I want to go to the highlights between Joke versus Clef the God. User, you ready? Let's go ahead and break this one down. Second quarter. This is your guy on a 4th and 13, a dime to George Kittle on this exact sequence. He then has a touchdown to Derrick Henry. He goes up 14-7. This is where he creeps and gets the lead.
That's the book. That's a book. Oh, that was B-Dog. I thought that was Ed. Oh, yeah. New addition to the squad, making big plays right before half. As you see right here, Joke press Joey Galloway. Are you crazy? 95 speed. You know top of the top. So as soon as you put your hands on him, baby, we going up top. He gave that up with 11 seconds left. Joke knows better than to do that. Those 2 plays back-to-back are what cost Joke this game.
Ooh, he's so excited. I would be excited too. You're excited. We're all excited. And now, Clef the God making his way to the finals. Here it is, our updated bracket. Clef the God, he's won against Joke. He's also won against Canes to make it to the semifinals. Now he's one step closer to being a champion. But first, it has to be set on who he is going to face. We have a second semifinal game. This one, John Beast, who upset Drini last night, taking on Ice, who upset Henry last night. That was the meme of night 1, day 1 of our tournament. Eyes popping out of Henry's head when Ice just got him on there. So let's go ahead and break down this matchup. Both of these guys looking to get themselves into the finals. Ice is making his first Final Four appearance in an EA major. John Beast is making his 3rd Final Four appearance in the last 3 EA majors, but both of them They're each seeking their first MCS championship in their career. Now, user, John Beast, that's your homeboy as well. You have Clef the God, who's your homeboy, but John Beast as well. Did you get a chance to talk to him last night after that insane matchup against Drini? Is he ready for the semis tonight?
Yeah, we chopped it up, man. The whole squad. We was deep in the Discord last night. You know, we really wasn't celebrating because we knew the job wasn't finished. Beast and Clef, they were focused all night, getting reps in all night. I watched these guys. I tapped out early. I said, hey, man, y'all got it tonight. Y'all got this far. Y'all got it this far. I know y'all know how to finish. But listen, he's going up against a guy in Ice. Ice is tough. Listen, he's made it this far. You cannot count him out. He beat Skimbo. He had a tough game yesterday where he beat Henry. I do not think that Beast is just going to roll over Ice. Ice earned his spot here today.
What about Ice being the underdog? Because we understand that underdogs have a little bit more to prove. And they go in there understanding that, you know, they may not have as much confidence, or actually they may have even more confidence in themselves than what the rankings say. So Ice is the underdog. What does he need to do to deliver and get himself to the finals?
Yeah, let me tell you a little bit about Ice. Ice, listen, this guy does not lack confidence. The first time I met him, me and Skimbo was down, I think it was 2019, man. We was down there in Orlando. He came up to us at Bahama Breeze. We sitting over there eating our tacos and stuff. He said, you don't know
Not
me.
Bahama Breeze.
And he was talking to Skim. Yeah, Bahama Breeze. We got to get a little light meal, you know, put something in the belly. Look, he come up, he said, you don't know me. And he was talking to me and Skim. He said, and he looked straight at Skim. He said, but guess what? You're going to know me by the end of this tournament. I'm going to pop you. I ain't afraid of you. And Skim was like looking around like, who is this guy? And I was laughing because I love the confidence to be in the room with greatness and not be afraid to step up to Skim and say, you know what? I'm going to knock you out. That didn't happen, but I like the confidence. And that's what I'm saying about Ice. He's a guy you got to love because he believes in himself, and that's why he's here today. But does he get the job done versus the beast named John? Now, y'all already know yesterday the beast named John said he was going to lay hands and feet on me because I went against him with Drini. But that's not happening today. That is not happening today. The beast named John is going to get the job done. I seen him. He's put in the work. This guy is a professional. He deserves to be here. I think he edges Ice out in a close one.
So you're just picking all your friends to win, is basically what you're saying?
No. There was no bias. There was just me looking at film.
It was just straight fast?
Saw play yesterday was kind of crazy with Ice, but yeah, that's it. I was looking at film. It's no bias. It is no bias. Trust me.
No bias.
No bias.
There's no bias. All right, we're going to get to our second semifinal game after the break. Stay with us. A new champion will be crowned. This is Madden NFL 22 Ultimate Kickoff.
What a beautiful evening here in Southern California for the grand opening of Madden Land.
This park has everything, including Jalen. How you feeling?
Feels like game day, all right.
Here in Maddenland, dreams are made with the dream team you build.
Welcome to Maddenland.
It's game time, baby.
Rated E for everyone.
The sideline digs. Oh, what a catch. Henry shoving defenders out of the way. They'll go for it. It's Brady. He caught it. Are you kidding me?
newcomers to the Madden community. It is John Beast.
I'm excited to see what he brings to the table in his first MCS major.
John Beast, how about 3 plays to the end zone?
He sucks. He's not good.
Right up the middle. AP to the house, 54 yards.
John Beast, you just put it away. Welcome to the big leagues, kid.
Gaining on 3rd down. Oh, he's going to lurk it with Taylor. 5 seconds left. Can John Beast get in the field goal range?
No way.
No way. He's going to have a kick. The Beast. The kick is up. And it is good. John Beast is in the final 8 of the Madden 21 Club Championship.
You got Come on, man. Yo, get up. Finish it, boys. Finish it. Give it to me.
Looking for the win on the pen. And they're going to win it.
With the final pick of the first round, the 8th overall pick, Drini selects out of Hartford, Connecticut, John Beast.
I'm John Beast.
John Beast has had a great Madden 21 season.
John Beast has taken down Goliath for the 2nd time in 2 years. Last year it was Joke, now it's Drini. He's going to another Final Four. The Rookie of the Year continues his streak.
Put respect on my name! Put respect on my name!
John Beast, welcome in. Congratulations on your upset.
So tomorrow, I'm gonna win the belt. I'm winning a belt tomorrow. That's all I'm saying.
One spot is filled in our finals. Who will take on Clef for the Ultimate Kickoff 22 belt? 2 guys who pulled off upsets yesterday are looking to go from Davids to Goliath. It is John Beast taking on Ice here in our 2nd semifinal in the Ultimate Kickoff. Don't know what to expect from this one, but this should be a fun game. Nick Mazesko alongside the best bud of broadcasting, Tyler Davis. TD, I can really see this game going about 1,000 different ways. Not a whole lot to know what to expect. These are 2 guys who both said they were fueled by being counted out by everyone on Twitter and on the Discords and on the broadcast. These guys are fueled by the fact that they're underdogs.
Yeah, they really are. These are the 2 underdogs of the tournament. I'm such a big fan of both these guys. They have a lot of personality. I've known John Beast a few years, some underground tournaments. He would be there. He was only like 16 years old. He's got his family chirping for him. He has a lot to say. He's got a big personality. And then you got Ice, who he lacks no confidence at all. He always feels like he's the best as well. So I don't really know what to expect from this. I just know it's a very even matchup, and I think it's going to be a good one.
Let's get into this game. Let's kick this one off. Let's fill our belt game. Winner of this one takes on Clef for a championship. Ice and John Beast inside John Madden football. It will be John Beast starting off with the ball first. And he will nail this one in the end zone and take it out to the 25-yard line. We didn't know his name last year. We know it now. Jonathan Marquez, 19 years old from Hartford, Connecticut. Already in his short career has won $83,600 playing the game of Madden. He was a club championship semifinalist last year as the Steelers club champion. He's been talking about going to Cancun with his family, and he's hoping that this offense will be able to take him to the promised land and get him a belt. Very similar to some of these other players, but some differences just moving around those wide receivers. Hester on the outside, Galloway on the outside, and how about George Kittle at tight end?
Yeah, rocking that George skill. He's got some post-ups on his offensive line as well, but those receivers really the story here. Devin Hester, Joey Galloway, John Beast, he loves to air it out of that gun bunch formation.
It looks like he's running a Bucs theme team as he's got Tom Brady, Thomas Patrick Edward Brady as his backup quarterback. Look at the defense for Ice. He's going to have to find a way to stop John Beast, who's been really clutch offensively. But Ice's defense yesterday was stellar, and it starts with the man on the back, Ed Reed.
Yeah, Ice, he's known as an offensive player, so he's going to need these cards on defense to really stand up for him, starting with that Ed Reed, like you said. He's going to patrol the deep middle, but of course, Phillip Buchanan, Antrell Roll, Darrell Rebus, the best corners you can get in the game right now, and he has them for his defense.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Big shout out, by the way, to everybody watching over on YouTube with our man T.D. Barrett once again hyping the crowd up, hosting our YouTube chat. Shout out to T.D. Barrett. If you haven't checked out his YouTube channel or any of the content he puts out, make sure you do. And big shout out to everybody here on Twitch. You guys have been awesome all weekend long. We almost have our first champion of the year. John Beast on offense first. You know, I talked with John Beast last night, Ty, and I love his mentality. Remember, he made his first major last year. That was his first major. He's already made $83,000 and change in the MCS. And talking with him last night, he said, listen, I'm not even thinking about the belt. I'm taking this one game at a time.
Yeah, he has grown so much in these last few years, especially obviously in the last year where he's really found so much success for himself. He's matured as we've seen him play. You know, he would get real emotional. He would say a lot. He's kind of calmed down. And also, can we talk about the swagger that John Beast has brought to the party today? He's got the hoodie on. He's got the chain hanging. I mean, he came looking like a professional. There it is. Look at that. Got the chain, the hoodie, the green hoodie. It is fire. I love it. He's looking the part. Now let's see if he can play the part.
How about the read option? Keeping it with Daniel Jones. What a call from John Beast as he'll take 13 yards. Danny Dimes with the keeper.
Getting sticky too with Daniel Jones back there. A little hesitation move, cutting right back to the left. I like it, and that's the thing too. He's trying to catch Ice a little bit off guard. These guys know what each other wants to do out of this gun. Both guys are gonna be running that gun bunch formation. You see Ice in that 3-3-5 wide. So John Beast trying to catch him a little bit off guard with that read option. I like the play call.
And back to work with Reggie Bush. Goes John Beast. And you know, this is one of those things, and you talk about what makes a great Madden player. You know, you can have all the talent in the world, but John Beast is one of those guys that not only is a talented Madden player, but this is somebody who has put in the hours. He was labbing and playing as many games as he could coming into this tournament, and it's showing on the virtual gridiron at how much he has improved as a player.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You know, I'm sure, you know, user can speak on it too, but they were, John Beast was up late at night, labbing with the guys, Skimbo, Clef, getting those reps in. John Beast has really dedicated himself to this craft, and you can't ask for anything more. When you put in the work and you see the results as John Beast is, it's a beautiful feeling.
And a great drive so far, already in the red zone.
Come on, go get him, Montez. Come on.
Montez Sweat. This item, not the most highly rated item. You're not looking at something that's 90 plus. I believe he's only an 82 overall. But the speed that he brings on the interior creates a problem as these offensive lines try to hang on to these blocks.
And speed is always one of the most important things when it comes to Madden. In every mode, no matter the mode, speed is always the most important at every position as well. Looks like John on that play had the backside dig coming free over the middle, but Ice recognized it, kind of got over there with his user, and John was forced to take the sack.
No panic from the Hartford, Connecticut native, though. Flips the running back to the right side. And he's got a lot of room out there for Daniel Jones. He's got all sorts of room. He'll get 14 yards. And you talk about the path, the road to the Madden 22 kickoff. Those last 3 games John Beast had to go through on PS5. Mills, Free the Penguins, Intoxic 8. Those are 3 club champions, or three club champions, championship participators. Intoxic 8 finished second in that Browns club, but made the Madden Bowl later on that year. Free the Penguins, a Cardinals club champion. Mills, a Texans club champion. What a path, what a final gauntlet for John Beast.
Great path, and let's not forget,
come on, go for it.
As you see Ice getting fired up, and John's going to go with tempo here to try to convert. Big play in the game. He's going to call timeout. But, Nick, to your point, don't forget those 3 guys, of course. And then yesterday, he took out the #1 ranked Madden player in the world, Drini Joka. So John Beast, he is battle-tested, no doubt about it.
I know it.
Look at him pondering what he wants to do. 4th and 1. Ty, are you going for it in this situation?
I think you have to. Madden 22, this is a situation you go for it. Set the tone. You are John Beast. You are here. You want to go to the finals. Come out, punch this thing over for at least a yard, and get closer to that end zone. Big play in the game for both guys.
Need it. Stand up for your boy. Can John Beast find the end zone? He's got some room. Backside. He's got him. 4th and 1. An absolutely beautiful route combination. And Beast needed 1. He picked up 6.
Absolute laser from Beast. One of the best red zone route combinations you can have. Backside, he had a little smoke screen. The flat defender came onto it. Behind that, a smart routed deep in route. Getting to the back of the end zone. John Beast fires it in there. Excellent play call in a critical situation.
7-0. our score. Well, we talk about John Beast a lot, but let's give Ice his due. George Schwartz, 22 years old from Jim Thorpe, Pennsylvania. $42,000 in career earnings. He's a 3-time New York Jets club champion. And now he's an esports scholarship at Northwood University. Ice, one of those consistent players, has been in that Jets club for a long time. Let's take a look at his offense, what he's going to bring out. This was a guy who really attacked those seams against the cover 2 looks yesterday, and he did it with Devin Hester, with Joey Galloway and Roy Williams. But look out, he's got a stacked halfback crew.
Yeah, he does. Look at those there. Reggie Bush, LaDainian Tomlinson, Saquon Barkley. But Ice is one of the most prolific offensive talents we have in Madden. He's going to look to air it out of the gun bunch. He's going to use those receivers as well. But those running backs out of the backfield are also going to be a critical part of his offense.
2 post-ups on the O-line. This is the defense that John Beat's going to use to stop. Interesting, he's got Brian Dawkins. We've seen him at strong safety for a lot of these guys. He's got Brian Dawkins at 3rd cornerback.
Yeah, he does. Interesting way he kind of set his depth chart there. But John Beast, we saw yesterday, he actually bagged Drini. Like, he played phenomenal defense on Drini, and he's got some great cards to do it here again. Of course, using that Cam Chancellor over the middle with Acrobat.
2nd down and 6 over the middle. Ice just seems to be on a different level right now. Beast's getting a lot of love on Twitter. Big personality, but Ice should not be overlooked by anybody out there. This is somebody who has not only consistently been good in the clubs, but he's got one of the biggest personalities out there.
Oh yeah, he does. He has a lot of swagger, a lot of confidence, and the thing with Ice too. Let's not forget. Yesterday in his interview, you know, he said that he didn't expect the defense that Henry was going to run on him, and he brought that blitz off the edge that he just didn't expect. But Ice adjusted on the fly, kind of made a lot of adjustments to step up in the pocket, hit those seam streaks. So this is a kid that when he sees something he doesn't expect, he can adjust, he can make the proper changes to his offense, and he did that yesterday to put him in the Final Four, and he's doing that here so far on this first drive.
Plus, he grew out the mop, coming in with a little hairstyle. Didn't want to be compared to Sid from Toy Story anymore, and he's in the Final Four here in the Ultimate Kickoff.
Sid from Toy Story. What'd you say yesterday? He's a mix of Spoto and
he
Canes?
looks like he looks like if Canes and Spoto sort of morphed into one. Like, he looks like a young Canes, but like with that Spoto intensity.
No, I see it. That is good. That is really good.
3rd down. Nice throw to the outside. Had a flat out there, and Ice had a small window to fit that one in, but was able to deliver a strike.
Using that backfield master, one of the best abilities you can put on your running back. He's going to get extra hot routes out of there. He's going to get better catching, especially against linebackers and safeties. You see that Reggie Bush lighting up for Ice's offense.
Go to the ball.
Go to the 2nd quarter, 7-0. John Beast on top, and we mentioned it yesterday, but Ice, he had a gauntlet to go through to get here. He had the double bye over on the Xbox side, and then he had to take down a guy by the name of Michael Skimbo in the 5th round of single elimination, and that game was an absolute hellacious date. Looking left side, he's got Devin Hester inside the 10-yard line, able to take down Skimbo, and then he had to go face a guy in 2 Tenacious, one of the best game planners out there.
Yeah, tough road again for Ice too. Him and Skimbo have one of those rivalries that they always seem to match up. He was able to beat him.
It's the AFC Ace guys in the club.
Yeah, yep, the AFC East. And what a great play right there. Has that Devin Hester, who he put Slot Apprentice on there. This time goes to a bubble screen out of the spread. What a play.
Waller! What was an absolute look like a Denny's out there with the pancake on the edge. And Darren Waller finds the end zone.
What a play call. I think that's the first RPO bubble screen we've seen all tournament. Ice goes to it in the red zone. That's a great decision. It can be difficult to score down there. Spread the defense out. Get it out to your playmakers. Gets it up there to Waller. Able to kind of run in there. John Beast with some bad defensive stick, and Ice punches it in.
Take a look one more time at the play that set this all up. Little crossing route to Devin Hester. Gets inside the red zone. The speedster. Hester finding his way to the 10-yard line. Look at those last 3 games. Just in case anyone's wondering, those 3 players that he beat coming in, just a combined 5 belts between the 3 of them.
And probably a combined over, what, $500,000 in winnings?
Yeah.
I mean,
and if you throw me in there, it's another 5 belts. It's still 5 belts. It's still $500,000 in winnings, so that's pretty good.
I love the route combo Ice went to that we showed in the replay. Motioned over that crossing route. With that route apprentice ability, you're able to, add some extra hot routes. That's what he did there with Hester. Put him on a crosser, motioned him over, got right behind the defense for a big play.
It's interesting. Yesterday, Ice said in his win, he said he had to overcome some of those pregame jitters. Doesn't look nervous here today. Looks confident. As John Beast, little corner route. That's George Kittle out of bounds at the 38.
Goes to that bench pivot play. One of the best plays you can run in bunch. The tight end's on kind of a sharp cutting corner route. Of course, he has Kittle there who can light up with those abilities. He's able to get to the sidelines behind the defense. Great play call from the Beast.
And Ty, let me ask you, we see it all on Twitter. We see you guys in the chat. Everybody's going, well, everyone's running bunch right now. What makes bunch so difficult to defend?
Yeah, there's a couple different things. The first one I would say is you're able to attack all levels of the defense. You can use flood concepts, mesh concepts. You can put crossers in there, and you can utilize motion as well, which you see the Beast doing. And if it's man or zone, they'll kind of run into each other. If it's man, you can create some man-beating concepts. Zone, you can kind of flood the sidelines. You can create, high-low reads. So many different elements of route combinations. And then the second part of it is, to me, bunch just has the best plays in the game, right? I mean, the routes that are stock in the game, like plays like double post and verticals and mesh post, all these type of plays, you can't really find these type of great routes in other formations. And then, of course, you add in the abilities, you add in the masterminds of these guys preparing their offenses, getting those lab hours in practice mode, and it just creates so much havoc for the defense to defend.
2-minute warning. It's John Beast on the drive, 7-7 your score. Cleft the God waiting in the wings. As Beast stepping up, great defense there from Ice, but there's a lot of room up the middle, and he's going to take off, slide under the tackle. Ty, who would you rather be here? Would you rather be Cleft the God, who got to play his game first and now gets to watch this one, or would you rather be one of these two who's going to win a game and get to stay in a little more of a Madden rhythm, not have that huge break in between games?
I think it's got to be Clef here. He doesn't care about rhythm. This guy's been battle tested. He's been around the block. He wants that extra time to watch this game, maybe even get into practice mode if he has a little bit of time here to lab some things out, really solidify his game for the final. So I think Clef has a little bit of the advantage. But to your point, yeah, and you see Clef there, he's watching this game closely. He is studying these opponents right now, really getting a game plan in his mind of what he wants to do on offense and defense. But to your point too, the momentum is also important for both of these guys. If you can win this big game, you're riding a nice wave going into that finals.
Come on! Oh!
That out route! Wow! What a throw!
Wow!
What a catch! Touchdown for John Beast! Out route right across the face of the defender, and the Beast will take the lead.
Little toe drag swag too. John Beast high past that, of course, with the left bumper right there. That was nice. A real rollout, flood concept, smart route, and out route to the pylon. And then he gets the feet down. Great play call.
Take a look at this one more time. Just rolls out with Danny Dimes, delivers a laser right across the face of the defender. That's a tight window throw, TD.
Yeah, high pointed it. Able to catch it with an aggressive catch, get the feet down. Ice was very upset that he got his feet down. A little bit of a risky pass there, but John Beast trusting the height of that slot receiver, and he able to convert. So now a big drive for Ice here. He's used all his timeouts, but there's plenty of time. We know how prolific he is. Got to go down and tie this thing up.
Roy Williams with the big catch. Had to highball that one. You saw those two zones underneath on the right side. I think if he bullet past that one, that might get lurked. As left side, Reggie Bush with the catch for Ice. For both these guys, I mean, again, John Beast has been here before. He has that Final Four experience from the clubs. Ice, this is his best finish in a major. There's got to be a little bit of a feeling out of the emotions, the adrenaline right now, knowing you're 2 wins away from a belt.
No doubt about it. This is Ice's biggest game of his life right here. And he hasn't looked too frazzled, though, especially on offense. I mean, he's dialed in 7 for 8. He's taken what the defense gives him, not trying to do too much. And if you're Beast, though, you're okay with giving up the stuff. The clock is going to work against Ice. You don't want to give up any free big plays if you're John Beast.
Don't forget, guys, we got giveaways coming up. Halftime, we're not giving away one. We're giving away 2 MOT items coming up at halftime. I got to make sure I get in the chat and get active and make sure that I'm in there because they call mine. I got a couple lurks out there, TD. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to snag one of those giveaways.
Oh, me too. I'm not surprised you got a couple lurks. We know you'll be in the chat trying to get one of these giveaways.
My lurks names are Mick Nizesko, Dyler Tavis, and one biased user. Those are my 3 lurks in the chat. Tag me.
Lurk.
I don't know if you had to throw lurk up there,
Great
guys.
job.
10 out of 10.
Great job
Good humor
right
to the
there.
guys in the back. Cheers.
Great job.
Cheers.
Shout out to the production crew. Great job.
Oh, God. 23 seconds. No timeouts for Ice. Certainly make sure he gets points out of this drive. Needs another 13 yards.
Thank you. That should have
He didn't get the feet in bounds on the sidelines.
Thank you. Like, why is my flag going up? Like, no, thank you. Literally, thank you. Thank you.
I want to talk about the stick work
oh
that John Beast is showing, though. He's clicking off to fake to Ice that he's going to come at the quarterback. Then he clicks back on to try to get like some glitchy user pick. John Beast's stick is on another level right now. We saw it yesterday with that one of those best lurks we've ever seen. And right there, he's really kind of messing with Ice. And now if you're Ice, this is a no-win situation right here. You got to be very careful. I would even think about maybe punting the ball, and he's getting the squigglies. You got to be thinking about punting the ball here, because if you get sacked or you turn the ball over, John Beast has a chance at more points.
M factor so important here. Screamed at him! Absolute screamer. 8 seconds. He's got a timeout in his pocket. Beast can put a field goal on the board or more here and go up by double digits.
This is exactly what I'm talking about if you're Ice. John Beast just needs a quick dot over the middle for about 8 yards, and he's in field goal range to make this a 2-possession game.
Fumble for 6. Go get it.
Uh-oh, it's a fumble. Uh-oh. 1 second left, a turnover from John Beast. We all know if there's time on the clock, there's an opportunity for a big play.
Definitely an opportunity for a big play here. Look for him to go deep to maybe Hester or Galloway. Very fortunate, though, if you're Ice. He got himself a defensive stand, so that was big for him.
Just throw this one up, see if he can't get some sticky work here as Bush will be tackled. And it will be 14-7 at the half tie. You know, we talk about those games that are close going into halftime, how it could go either way.
Oh my God, that's so huge.
John Beast looked a little smoother offensively than Ice did.
Yeah, especially right there, that last the last possession for Ice didn't look great. But honestly, this game is really still even. I don't think we're any closer to finding out who the winner is going to be, especially because Ice gets the ball coming out in the second half.
On the battle of the dogs, the underdogs, John Beast has a slim advantage, 14-7, with 10 minutes of game time to go. We got some giveaways, we got some analysis. We got to hear from User about what he thinks about his guy, John Beast. Let's throw it back to Kimmy and User.
Thank you, Nick and Ty. The score at halftime, 14-7. John Beast up in this one. It was tied. It was a back-and-forth tie ball game, but then your friend John Beast, he had an outroot touchdown, to go up 14-7. That is our current halftime score. I'm your host, Kimmy Checks. That guy with all the swag right there is one great User. User, I need your reactions to this first half.
But first, I need you and Nick to stop saying my guy. Y'all making it seem like I'm biased out there. Don't do that to the people. Don't tank my name, Kimmy. Don't do that. But this was a great first half. As you saw, John Beast, man, he came out here explosive on offense. Made sure he got 7. He looked like he was going to be tight and going to have to settle for 3, but he went for it on that 4th and 1, cooked up that dot, the in route on the back of the end zone, nice touchdown. Then Ice came back and answered with a nice touchdown response himself. But right before half, Kimmy, listen, I tell my chat this all the time. You cannot win a game before half, but you can damn sure lose it. Let me tell you, Ice about threw this game away. If my guy, the beast named John, gets 3 right there, the game is over. Luckily for him, he made a sack, and therefore they go into half. He's only down 7. This is a close game.
I love how you say, don't call him my guy, and then you just called him my guy. You see what you did there?
Hey, my bad.
No? You did it. You did it to yourself.
You know how it is when you're flowing?
At this point.
How it is when you're flowing?
I know. When you're flowing, you just going. You just say what you say. But again, you said my guy. Again, the score at halftime, as it stands now, 14-7, a one-possession game. Still a lot more game to be played in the second half. But before we get there, it's time for some more giveaways. We understand that defense is so incredibly important. So let's go ahead and give away some defensive players. All right, I have the winner of a limited edition Fletcher Cox Mutt item. That lucky winner, Fletcher Cox Mutt item, is DJ Seamless. Congratulations, 91 overall rating there. But what's better than one giveaway? Why not two? During this halftime? Two times. The next one is a limited ultimate kickoff hero for Jadeveon Clowney. 88 overall rating. The lucky winner of this one is OJA Juiceman. DJ Seamless and OJA Juiceman. Seamless, you got Fletcher Cox. OJ Juiceman, you got Jadeveon Clowney. Congratulations to the two of you. Now, user, what makes these two Mutt items must-have in the Madden community, especially understanding that defense is so incredibly difficult in this year's game?
Clowney has always been a staple in the game. He's just one of those guys. He has all the abilities. He meets all the thresholds, so he's going to be a great pass rusher. So you're always going to have Clowney on the roster. Whether he's starting or not, you can drop him down in that defensive tackle spot. And then you got Fletcher Cox, the limited. Y'all already know that's big money right there. That's big bank, baby. Fletcher Cox, the limited card, you need that regardless. Fletcher Cox has been one of the best defensive tackles in the game. He has the speed. He meets all the threshold. Both of these guys are great additions to the squad.
I love that. Both of our players in the second semifinal game, understanding that defense is important. They're going to want to try to lock down this game. The current score, 14-7. The second half is going to get underway here shortly. And then once it does, a winner will be crowned. Well, actually, we'll be one step closer to a winner being crowned. We will understand who is going to be in the finals. But first, we need a very short break. Stick with us, y'all.
That's right. Make sure you guys have your EA account linked to your Twitch account so you can get our exclusive Twitch drops. Collect those tokens in the Ultimate Team set, and you can get packs and exclusive MCS rewards. 1 token earned will get you a Twitch pack, 2 will get you a Gridiron pack, and 3 tokens will get you that 89 overall Tyreek Hill. If you tune into all 4 tournaments, collect all 4 of those players, you'll be able to earn an exclusive 97 overall player at the end of the year, designed by the Madden Bowl champion, that Tyreek Hill. Speed is key, and when you think of speed, you think of the cheetah. And Tyreek Hill is a beast, TD, and it's tough to get 89 overall items just for watching and not having to do a whole lot of solos. That Tyreek Hill item is huge for some of those players out there.
He'll be one of the fastest receivers in the game in Ultimate Team. Then don't forget about that 91 deep route running. Pair him with Galloway and Hester. You got a speed demon offense out there.
By the way, here's all I'm saying. OJA Juiceman, you got that Jadeveon Clowney. Hit me up on Twitch, on Twitter. Pass me that Jadeveon Clowney. I need my Browns theme team to get a little better.
That Clowney's a beast. What a combo you guys got, huh? Him and Garrett on the outsides. Woo.
Yeah.
Still
14-7.
But it's fine.
All right, settle down. Week 1. Week 1. Listen, Chad Henne is obviously better than Patrick Mahomes. That's why we lost to Chad Henne.
Oh, boy.
Damn. That hurt me so much to say, because not only did he beat us, but he was also a Michigan player, so that hurts.
True. Very true. Double whammy.
It's a double whammy. Do we have one of those little tombstones to throw up for double whammy? Can we throw that up there? utilizing these baby out routes. We talk about how good those running back routes, the flat routes are. Interesting this year, it's not really the flat routes, it's the out routes from those halfbacks that are just so tough to stop.
Yeah, those outs and the in routes too. You know, those out routes, they're going to get kind of underneath the zones. They're going to get underneath the flats. You maybe have a route behind it, you know, like a C route or a corner route, and it really gets underneath the defenses. And then if it's man coverage, a lot of these linebackers and safeties, they just can't stay with those sharp cutting out routes from the running back.
Ice on second down. He'll look underneath again, and Ice is very comfortable taking it 5 yards at a time. Look at that, 14 and 19 for 140 with Danny Dimes. This is Ice being incredibly methodical, knowing that one mistake, that's your ball game.
Yeah, he's really settled in here. Perfect example. He went right back to that halfback in route, got underneath the zones. Might go to the out route here. He does. See how the zone, it gets outside of the underneath zones there. He's able to get that toe drag, swag, pick up a nice first down. And Ice, like you said, he's moving really methodically here. He's kind of controlling the game, slowing it down, thinking about what he wants to do when he gets to the line. Then he makes the proper hot routes for his correct play.
That's a throwaway. Oh,
look at right.
I thought I was getting sacked. I just threw it
So
away.
he threw the ball away because he was getting sacked, and the way the animation worked, it threw it towards a receiver who was pretty wide open, TD.
That was so interesting. It was a Tampa 2 defense from John, and he had room to the outside of the safety, and he just threw it away, but it could have been a touchdown.
Right side, Acro going crazy, but he didn't get the feet in bounds. Beast, and look at that. Last year, that moment, John Beast would have lost his mind, but here, he calm, he's cool, he's collected.
Such a good point. John Beast was jumping out of his seat last year, saying things going crazy. This year, could have just had a pick. Doesn't say anything. He's calm, cool, he's locked in, and you cannot test those acrobats here in Madden 22.
Ice set his goal for the MCS in 22. He just wants to win the whole thing here in the ultimate kickoff. Wants to qualify for that Madden Bowl. 1,500 points goes to the belt winner, tie a virtual lock. And you want to be in that Madden Bowl, the largest prize pool in history for the Madden Bowl.
Of course, $250,000, 250,000 wow, as User would say, for that first place prize last event of the year.
Leave that to User. No, leave that to User. User, I'd like to apologize for Ty trying to take the thing.
Oh, wow. But yeah, you guys, you definitely want to try to qualify for that event. And more than the money, these points are super important so you can get to that event. Big play in the game here for Ice. He's out of field goal range. He has to go for it.
And he gets it. A beam. You know what he said? We asked Ice if this game fits his strengths. And he said, yeah, as a good offensive player, I can give up a lot of points to whoever, but as long as I get one stop, I'm almost guaranteed to win any game. This game favors the offensive player. We've seen here on, especially because we're playing on all Madden here in the Ultimate Kickoff, defense has actually been a bigger problem and a bigger factor than we maybe have seen in those All-Pro weekend leagues.
Yeah, the modes between All-Pro and All Madden are completely different here. Defense, the zones do play a little bit better on All Madden.
Bubble.
Ice going back to that bubble, had success with it earlier. And the thing that I love about Ice too is he knows his style, he knows his game, he knows he's not a defensive player, he's an offensive player. He's sticking to his strengths. He knows that he can score with the best of them. It's just about, for him, it's just trying to get 1 or 2 stops in a game.
TNC might stand for totally nonsense calls as he's breaking out bubble screens. He's going to different formations. This isn't a meta offense here inside the goal line. Beast looking for a stop. Ice has used almost this entire quarter. Second down and goal. And he'll hand it to his favorite NFL player, Derrick Henry, but Henry stopped in the backfield. Beast, great run defense.
You saw there John Beast kind of aligned his defense correctly to guard that bubble screen. So Ice audible down to an inside zone, trying to catch him a little bit off guard there, but nothing doing. And he's going to go back to this gun bunch. Look for maybe that slot receiver on an out route here, maybe a running back wheel as we get closer to the red zone. Very difficult to score down here.
Third down and goal. The running back out route isn't there. It might be there, but he's only going to get 2. I thought he had some routes open back of the end zone. 4th and goal for Ice, and he's going to settle for 3. That's a win for John Beast.
It is. You see Ice getting this kickoff really fast before the end of the third quarter. I like that. It was decision time there for Ice, but he does the smart thing, kicking his field goal. But if you're John Beast, you are feeling good.
14-10. 1 quarter to play between the two underdogs. Who will take on Clef the God in our final? It's time for our fourth quarter. It's presented by Snickers. Snickers satisfied, 14-10. John Beast with the lead and with the ball, and I know the Need It boys at home. I know our Need It man in the halftime booth. I know they're all saying, if you told John Beast at the beginning of this game, you would have the ball in the fourth quarter up by 4, that's their ideal situation.
Of course, they would take that 100 out of 100 times. We're getting to that fourth quarter time now. This is where the big boys step up. For John Beast, this is your potential put-away drive. If you can go down and get 7, make this 2-possession game, you're going to make it very difficult on ice. So we're getting down to the nitty-gritty here.
Remember, John B. said yesterday, I'm going to win that belt tomorrow. He is 4 minutes and 30 seconds away, but Ice bringing some defense. Oh, that could have been a fumble. Ice can't believe Daniel Jones held on to that.
Ice dials it up, 3-3-5 wide. He brings both linebackers off the edge. He audibled over from 3-3-5 normal to get some safeties there. You see it there. He audibles from the 3-3-5 normal to 3-3-5 wide. I would have said another thing of pressure here, but he's going to go coverage.
I wondered if he was going to send the heat. Instead, he drops back in coverage. Back across his body. What a laser from John Beast. He found Kittle on the backside and picks up a huge first down.
John Beast getting a little bit risky right there. But he had the delay fade at the last second, waited for him to get deep down the field, and he converts, and that's a heartbreaker for Ice.
You wonder about the defensive call there, Ty. He dropped back into coverage. That pressure worked so good on first and second down, but he got conservative on third down, and John Beast took advantage.
Yeah, you got to think maybe should have dialed it up again. Put that pressure on Beast to make something happen on third and long there. But John Beast, man, the kid just comes up clutch. Every time he's needed so far in his Madden career, he's done it. He did it again there.
Snap that really quickly, like the look he got, and he's able to find Williams out of bounds at the 40-yard line. So maybe a little mistake there with the clock, but picks up a first down.
Trying to catch Ice off guard, but this is the time now where I expect an inside zone here. Yeah, he's going to try to use some of this clock. Really slow it down here. Try to get this under the 2-minute warning. If you get another first down, you start to get Ice to use his timeouts. And that's the situation you want to be in if you're John.
Jones has Gambler activated. 2:36 and counting here in our second semifinal. Clef the God waiting for the winner of this game for a chance at a belt. 2 good defensive plays there. Beast will be able to take this to the 2-minute warning. Ty, the biggest third down of both these players' Madden careers is coming up.
An excellent clock management by John Beast. He waited for the play clock to get down to 1 second to hike it so that the game clock would be under 2:30 and he could take this to the 2-minute warning. So I am just so impressed at the maturity, at the growth of John Beast. He's really learned how to manage the game, manage the clock well, and like you said, biggest play of the game for both these guys' Madden careers right here, right now.
See what the chess match is. It's a quick snap, quick pass here from John Beast. Might have had him open left, might have had him open right, might have Kittle down the field. A dangerous throw in double coverage. Beast just threw it up there. His tournament life on the line and could have made a major mistake.
He had a guy wide open on the left side on the drag route, and he just missed it. He rolled out and threw it up, and he's going to go for this. I think he's in field goal range, but he's going to go for it right here. John Beast showing the cojones, trying to win it, trying to go to the finals.
Can Ice freeze John Beast here on 4th and 6? Hester motions from right to left. Jones back to pass, waiting, in trouble, left side, he's got the hit, Galloway, and a fist bump from John Beast as he knows he's closing in on a spot in a belt game.
The kid is absolutely clutch, just a basic curl route, sits in front of the defender to the backside. John Beast, he's done it time and time again now. Once again, he's clutch, but there is still time here for Ice. Plenty of time here. You cannot give up another first down, though.
Can't give up a first down, but a field goal keeps Ice in this game down by 4. And you know those TNC guys have him labbed up with some defense. John Beast going to the air, throws to the flat. Kittle cuts inside. Kittle with the first down. John Beast has a date with Clef the God in the wings. Ice has taken the headphones off. The Need It crew changed the ultimate kickoff to the Need It tournament.
The Beast has been unleashed again. He's going to his first ever championship game in the MCS. What a journey this young man has been on. The Miracle Kid, he just continues to do it on the biggest stage that our sport has to offer. And he's going to be in the finals against his own crew member, Clef the God. Man, we are set up for a good one.
I wonder what's going through Clef's mind right now. These are two guys who have labbed incessantly coming into this tournament. These are two guys who know each other's game plan as well as anyone, and they're going to be facing off for 1,500 MCS points and for a coveted MCS belt. One of these guys is going to be a first-time champion, but let's not discount the job that Ice did coming into this tournament, taking down some of the best players in the world. And we talk about those seminal moments, TD, those moments where you go from somebody who is maybe on that B tier to elevate yourself a tier in the game of Madden. Being able to make a Final Four in a major, that is one of those moments.
No doubt about it, and you got to feel for Ice because he really played good in this game. Like, it wasn't anything he really did. John Beach just did a little bit more. Excellent performance, though, from Ice. I mean, what a run, making it to the Final Four. He's going to have tons of points here in the MCS standings and really have a good shot to make that last event. I'm sure we'll see way more of Ice, but you can't hang your head if you're Ice. I mean, this was a great performance. He played well in this game also, but John Beach just did a little bit too much. The kid, he just comes up clutch when he needs it.
John Beach said he was fueled by the people on Twitter saying he had no chance. He was fueled by the guys in Discord picking everybody against him. And John Beast is now one win away from becoming John Belt. He takes down Ice here in our semifinal. A major win for the Beast, 14-10. The underdogs put on a show for the folks at home.
And I think we've got to change that word about John. He is no longer a underdog. He is just a dog. He is going to the finals, his first ever career championship. John Beast versus Clef the God. This is going to be great.
I'm just curious. Did User rig this tournament? Can we ask that? Like, User's got his, I don't want to say his guys, but I'm just saying, like, if he were to call anybody his guys, it'd be John Beast and Clef, and they've made it to its way to the finals of this Ultimate Kickoff. That needed crew, so well prepared coming in, and I know the guys at home, the Dubbies, the Skimbos, the Boogs, our man User, I know they are so excited to see who walks away with a belt.
And no matter what happens, these guys are going to be celebrating. They're going to be popping bottles. It's an all-out Need It Bowl. Both guys from the Need It crew in the finals, man. Super impressed by this crew. What a great job W has done kind of putting this team together. All these guys getting the reps into, helping each other out. That's what you'd love to see in the Madden community.
Let's bring him in from Rookie of the Year to one win away from a belt. The Beast named John. Yeah, one of those games, an absolute sweat fest with Ice. You know, talk me through, you know, we talked last night, and you said, I'm just taking it one game at a time. Talk me through your preparation coming in against Ice, coming in against a player who you knew was as hungry as you were just to get to a belt game.
First, GG's to Ice, one of my good friends, talk like almost every day in the summer. But coming to the game, like I prepare like every game, like is like I don't know how to say, like on my head-to-head game, like it might sound weird, but like I just stay here and just to have fun, really, just play Madden, and just I was like you have to lock in, but like I play here just like normally like I usually play in an actual like head-to-head game or anything. So yeah, they're playing all week,
Congrats.
Preparing me, yeah.
Congrats, John. I love the hard work, too, that you've put in. Obviously, it's showing in your game. Like, talk to me about the growth. And, you know, we've known each other a few years now. I knew you when you were 16. But now the growth when I watch you play, you're managing the game. You're managing the clock. You just kind of know how to win. And that's something you can't really kind of teach someone. You just learn as you play with the experience. So talk about your journey and the growth that you've had over these last few years.
So, obviously, like, you knew me since I was 16. From here when I was 16, since I'm gonna say like from your standpoint, because you saw me when my first ever tournament, you saw me there. My clock management, my overall performance, like everything, just like as much like if you keep playing Madden, you're obviously gonna get better no matter what game you play. So since I was 16, I was just starting out into comp, and now just like after all the reps, after everyone helping me, after the squad, all right, you happy helping me. Throughout
there it is.
Throughout the week. And from last year in clubs, Like I feel like I'm a lot better now than I was in clubs.
John, it's fun watching you play. You said you're taking it one game at a time. Well, you got only one game left. A battle against Clef. Rest up, get ready, because we got that final coming up in not too long. Congrats, man, on your spot in our Ultimate Kickoff final. This game was an absolute dogfight, and I know you guys at home are excited for that final between John Beast and Clef the God. Stay tuned for the Refuel Show presented by Campbell's Chunky Soup, with highlights, analysis, and reactions coming up next. Campbell's Chunky, lunchtime is your halftime.
I mean, when you think about it, it's Miracle on Ice, Jordan Game 6, and this. I mean, what can you say about this matchup? We are about to witness history.
Just back the Cats way too close. Thank you.
I mean, these are the moments that make you feel alive and like your heart's gonna explode. You know, when you think about the greatest rivalries in sports, top of mind, you got Frazier Ali, you got Red Sox Yankees, Green Bay Chicago, Little Dicky, and Marshawn. They're coming for each other.
The Madden NFL 22 Ultimate Kickoff is brought to you in part by Campbell's Chunky Soup. Lunchtime is your halftime. Welcome in, everyone, to the Refuel Show presented by Campbell's Chunky Soup. Halftime is your lunchtime. No, lunchtime is your halftime. And boy, oh boy, the set is here for the finals. Users excited. I need your smile, though. Come on, we need like full teeth. I need to see those full choppas because your boy is advancing on. We just had quite the matchup between John Beast and Ice. John Beast taking the dub on that one. The final score, 14-10. User, I know you have a lot to say, so the floor is yours. What are your thoughts on that game?
I mean, it was a great game. I knew it was going to be close. But this is what we said in the Discord. This is the matchup we saw. Everybody counted us out. All this 10C, all this 818. But guess what? Today, a belt is coming to the needed court regardless. Regardless of who wins, it's going to the needed court. Guess what? This is the first tournament of the year. We setting the tone. We are setting the tone. You already know what it is. My bad, Kimmy. My bad, I forgot we was live.
No, please. Would you like to do this for the rest of the broadcast? Would you just like to keep going on and on and on and on? You heard Nick earlier say he feels like you rigged this whole tournament because these are your guys, and now they're facing off in the finals.
I mean, I've seen the work that these guys have put in, the late nights, playing the 4 or 5 in the morning. All these guys are locked in. I'm telling you, I've seen Clef and Beast play so many games in the Discord. I'm talking about back-to-back, 4 or 5 games in a row, just working with each other to get their game together. And we knew this could be a possibility. We saw Beast growing, Beast making great reads, being able to decipher defenses from 5 to 10 purple clouds and flats and all that stuff. All he had to do was trust his game. And this is where we are now. Now we are seeing the best. The top of the top play and the beast named John. It doesn't get any better than this. We've had great, incredible matchups all the way to get here. Now you get ready to see the best in the world play, Kimmy. The best in the world play. Just so happens to be my boys in the Discord. You feel me?
You just had to slide that in. You got to say best of the best and then say, actually, they just happen to be my homeboys. For anyone who is just joining us, or if you just want to see the highlights of this last matchup, let's go ahead and take a look. John Beast versus Don't Care About Ice. Starting off, Q1 is 0-0. John driving. It's on a 4th and 1. Take it away, user.
This is a beautiful dot right here. This is a skimbo dot. If y'all wondering how the team contributes, that right there is a skimbo dot. John Beast using all the tools that we have provided to him, playing great. This right here, I don't know what happened right here. Ice got sticky. John looked like he didn't want no smoke, and that quick, I was worried a little bit. I said, but settle down. We know Beast has a nature of, getting kind of out of hand, but guess what? He settled down, made sure he stayed focused. I felt it was so major for him to get those 7 points at half, and he was able to hold Ice to nothing. That was major because coming up at half, right here, Ice had to settle for 3. When you have to settle for 3 in this game, that is not good because we know everyone is putting up 7. And right there, that quick, we're going into half. Beast learned to focus and lock up. And guess what? Here we are. Beast and Clef to God. Need a championship.
He did it.
It doesn't get any
He did it. He did it, but he has one more game to go. And now he's going to face your other friend, Clef the God. So the final is set, right? But let's go ahead and take a look back at our first semifinal game and go through those highlights between Joke versus Clef so we understand how our finals shook out and how we got to where we are now.
Yeah, this right here, this is the 4th and 13 where, Nick started talking all that crazy talk, feeling like Clef the God was about to get put in a box. But Clef the God. If anybody gonna clutch up, it's Clef the God. And that right there, that was the game-deciding play. Right before half, making Joke work, him throwing that interception in the red zone to Brian Dawkins. Then you saw 16 seconds left. Clef the God making sure the first thing we do, chat, you read your streaks. If you see your streak, you cannot miss a bomb, and I can promise you, Clef the God is never missing a bomb, and that's how he got him with 16 seconds left. You cannot put your hands on 95 speed Joey Galloway. Joke knows those 2 plays back-to-back cost him that game, and that's why we see Clef the God in the championship and the beast named John.
The championship is set. John Beast versus Clef the God. I want to hear from Clef because we spoke to him earlier on what it means of staying focused in the finals and hopefully hoisting up his very first belt.
Yeah, like I've been saying this whole tournament, even before I was in the Final 8, that I just feel like this is my time. Everything aligning right, man. My mental is just in an amazing spot. My spiritual, my physical, I ain't never been this focused, So it just feels like now is the moment. I understand the opportunity at hand. This type of stuff don't come around often. You know what I'm saying? You only got this moment. So I'm just trying to maximize what it is right now, today.
All right, you heard it from his mouth, but let's take a look at our prize pool because we understand that not only is a championship on the line, but so is some serious money. This is what Clef the God and John Beast are fighting for. This prize pool right here, $40,000 and the all-important 1,500 MCS points that will nearly guarantee a spot in the Madden Bowl. The second place winner will get a smooth $25,000 and 850 MCS points, but that first spot, $40,000. But don't worry, y'all. If you did not make it into the kickoff, there are still 2 more opportunities left. For a little bit more on how the MCS 22 season breaks down, here's a little bit of an explainer.
The Madden NFL Championship Series is back and better than ever. Year after year, greatness happens.
Come on, get savvy!
Stars are born and legacies are cemented. Do you have what it takes to be crowned the Madden 22 GOAT? To be known as the greatest. Your journey begins by registering on Battlefy. This year, there are 3 qualifying tournaments to register for, all with the opportunity to earn crucial MCS points and a share of the $650,000 prize pool. Each event is conducted in 3 phases, all played in Madden Ultimate Team Mode. Starting with ladder play, competitors go head-to-head to climb to the top of the leaderboard and earn a spot in the next phase. The top 8 from each console receive 2 buys in the online eliminations, which feature 232 competitors per console. But you still have to win to make it in. Then it's time to shine when the lights are the brightest as the top 4 competitors from each side of the bracket square off in the live event, a single elimination tournament where a champion will be crowned.
Come on, he can't beat me!
At the end of the 3rd qualifying tournament, the top 12 players with the most MCS points punch their ticket to the Ultimate Madden, with 2 more joining from the last chance qualifier.
Come on!
The MCS 22 journey culminates Super Bowl week with the Ultimate Madden Bowl. 14 players will battle it out for a share of the historic $1 million prize pool. The winner? Well, they'll be taking home a cool $250,000 and the right to be called the Madden 22 GOAT. Winning has never been more important. The stakes have never been higher. The opportunity to be crowned the Madden 22 GOAT starts here.
If you want to be the greatest Madden player in the world and compete on this very stage, you've got to register. If you don't compete, you cannot win. If you're interested, go and register now for the Ultimate Thanksgiving at MaddenChampionship.com. Of course, wait until these games are over tonight and we crown a champion, and then go ahead and register. Again, that's MaddenChampionship.com. Okay. User, I want to understand your kickoff experience here because you placed 128th, right? So these guys are looking to be number 1 and number 2. And since you have some experience here, what's the inside access of how this tournament runs?
I mean, like you trying to be a Debbie Downer. You don't have to keep saying.
I'm not.
And first
I'm
off, you're telling lies.
facts.
You're telling lies. You're telling lies. You're just flat out telling lies.
Where's the lie?
128th. Where? Right there. Right there. That's where, Kimmy. Let's be honest. Listen, it's a great tournament, great format. Listen, we had to suit up. First, you had to get top 232. And then, yeah, I made top 232. That was easy. Then I had to run into a juggernaut like Pavin in the 3rd round. Let me tell you, man, you see the best of the best, the cream of the crop. It's the reason why I'm in the booth. Understand, Kimmy? You don't have to say that I'm 128. I'm going to tell the people why I'm in the booth. I'm washed. That's right. I am washed. That's why I'm in the booth. You happy, Kimmy? You don't have to do no extra.
No,
you don't have to take no shots. You don't have to fire the strays. You don't have to do that. Yeah, I'm washed. Clef of the Clef is top of the top. But guess what? I help contribute, and that's why my boys is here, along with Skimbo, Dubby, Trey Boogs. I'm shouting out the whole squad, so you can take shots at me. Even my guy Dots, Jay, Joff, everybody. You already know that, boy. We in here. We deep. Matter of fact, I need everybody just to get in the Discord right now. We can't do it like old times. You know, we need a good live Discord game with all the homies in there, W. You know, oh, Lord. Yeah, we need a whole bunch of smack talking in the Discord. Sorry, Will. I won't be in the Discord production for this game.
Well, since you said yourself that you were washed, we actually have some behind-the-scenes footage, and you let us in. So let's go take a look.
What's going on? It's your boy. Y'all know what it is. Today's the day. The tournament. The MCS Ultimate Kickoff goes down today. Book! Let's go! Get up! Let's go, man! Why I gotta be great? Why I gotta come up with 2 back-to-back stops on a game that ain't defensive? God! God, I love this boy. Y'all thought I was dead. Man, Lava, they played the Titanic. It's over. This thinking. His is done. We'll see him in the booth. Not yet. And here we go, baby. I think we're playing Pavin right now. Ed! Come on, son! You got aggro on you. You act like you don't want to win no cash today, man. What you have there, man? Oh my God! That's a dot! Whatever. You know what? You got it. You got it. I ain't gonna waste your time, champ. Oh my God. Oh,
I was trying to write down the amount of times that you cussed. You let your kids hear that? Like, do you lock them out? Is that soundproof? It was just bomb after bomb after bomb.
Listen, they edited all that. That's not true. I did not listen, Mama. They lying. You know I don't talk like that. You know I'll be at church on Sunday. Don't let them fool you. This has all been edited. They lie. I don't talk like that. You know what I'm saying?
No, your mom knows. Your mom knows.
I'm a Christian and the Bible believing
You a grown man. You a grown man. You best get a whooping because you over here talking all that smack because you're washed. Because you're washed.
Oh my goodness! Listen, man, that game got ugly. But listen, you know, looking back at it, I don't even remember saying any of those words. You know, I just congratulated Papa. You know, it was a great game. But you know, you can't believe, like Jay-Z said, believe half of what you see, none of what you hear. Don't believe that, man. Don't believe that. I'm a host.
Well, I won't believe it. I won't believe it, but I will believe that we have an updated bracket because the finals are set and it is almost time. It's going to be your friends, user Clef the God, facing John Beast. One of these gentlemen will become the Madden champion tonight, the very first time either of them will hoist a belt. But this is going to be the hard part for you, user. And you can't flip-flop, you can't waffle, you can't go back and forth and say, I don't know, they both my own boys. No, you need to pick a winner of this final matchup. Is it going to be Clef the God? Is it going to be John Beast?
This is so tough because you know the homies, man. This is a matchup that's going to go down in history. When we get in the Discord, even after this, it's going to be a whole bunch of junk talking. You know what I'm saying? Whoever wins this game is going to be like, hey, but what happened in the bowl? What happened when we met up in the ship? What happened when we had to line up in between them numbers? This is going to be epic. And no matter who I pick, they're going to talk crazy. It is what it is. Listen, we don't call Clef top of the top for nothing. You know what I'm saying? This guy is one of the dirtiest players of all time. He's flipping. We actually call he's the leader. He's the scumbassador. Let me tell you this guy. He plays so down and dirty. He flipping. Listen, first of all, his 3-3-5 wide is different. And he been lying to us the whole time, but we said, guess what? After you win today, you going to tell us why your 3-3-5 wide scream and ours don't. Because he got to tell us that regardless. He been holding stuff back from the squad. We know that. And if a guy's holding back stuff from his own brothers, his own peoples, that show you the determination that he has. But that's no disrespect to that beast named John. I've seen Beast go toe-to-toe with him. But can he get the job done? I'm sorry. Not this time, my friend. the top of the top gets it done finally. And it's okay if he don't, but I still think top of the top gets it done. Because I know Beast going to go off on me in the Discord anyway, chat. Like, no matter what. He gonna go. If y'all know Beast, he going to go off on me regardless. So it is what it is. I'm going to have to deal with that smoke later.
It is what it is, but at least you were a man of your word. You named your prediction of who is going to be the winner in this final. You're predicting it's going to be Clef the God. We're just moments away from kickoff happening in that final game, but we're going to take a quick break. However, when we come back, more giveaways. Stick with us, y'all. So much more to come. We're just getting started, user.
Beautiful evening here in Southern California for the grand opening of Madden Land.
This park has everything, including Jalen. How you feeling?
Feels like game day, all right.
Here in Madden Land, dreams are made with the dream team you built.
Welcome to Madden Land.
It's game time, baby.
Rated E for everyone.
To the sideline, Diggs, oh, what a catch. Henry shoving defenders out of the way. They'll go for it. It's Brady. He caught it. Are you kidding me?
We will have a new belt winner in 20 minutes of gameplay. Will it be Clef the God, hungry, looking for his first belt, or will it be the upset-minded? He's no longer an underdog, he's just a dog, the beast named John. These two guys have laughed incessantly against each other, but now this one's for real. Look at that beautiful Madden NFL 22 Ultimate Kickoff belt that is on the line in one game of John Madden football. Cannot wait to get this one underway. I know you guys at home have been itching for a belt game, and we're finally here. Nick Masesco alongside the best bud in broadcasting, Tyler Davis, TD, Clef the God, John Beast. These guys have labbed against each other. These guys are friends. They talk in the Discord. I know the Need It crew at home, they can't pick who they want to win this game. And I'll tell you this, there's a little bit of magic in this final.
You know what I'm going to say, Nick? Some people want it. Some people need it. Congratulations to Need It Gaming. We have an all-out Need It Gaming finals. But look, that goes out the window. The friendship that these guys have goes out the window. This is history on the line. The richest prize in our sport is on the line. These two guys have earned this spot, and man, it's going to be a good one.
Ty Johnbee's coming off that win over Ice. Hasn't had a lot of time to recover. Does that provide a little bit of advantage maybe for him as somebody who's in his first game for a belt? There hasn't been a lot of time to overthink what's coming up.
Yeah, there's advantages for both. I think it helps John being a youngster, in the first time in this. He can kind of just ride that wave, ride the groove. He doesn't have time to kind of sit and think about it, maybe get in his head. If you're Clef, though, I think it benefits him. He's a veteran. He's been in this spot before. That extra time probably motivated him more. He gets to come up with a game plan. So I think it's advantageous, honestly, for both guys because they're in two different situations. But I think it doesn't matter. That goes out the window now. It's time for the Grand Championship. We're giving out a belt.
There's a whole lot on the line, not just a belt on the line in this championship game. This is a $15,000 game of Madden. These guys have already guaranteed $25,000 for those all-important MCS points. That qualifies you for the Ultimate Madden Bowl. Top 12 qualify for that Ultimate Madden Bowl, a $1 million prize pool, the largest prize pool in Madden Bowl history. But listen, prize money's awesome. MCS points are awesome. But you need to show off a belt. And look at that beautiful Madden 22 Ultimate Kickoff belt. Got the purple Ultimate Team logos on there. Ty, we all want one of these hanging behind us in our Twitch streams.
No doubt about it. Whoever wins this is going to be showing it off in the background. But here we go, Nick. This is it, the championship of the Ultimate Kickoff. First event. Let's give out a belt, baby.
It's belt time. John Beast with the ball first. If you haven't learned his name, you should learn it now. 19 years old, Jonathan Marquez from Hartford, Connecticut. He has now amassed a career earnings of $93,600. This all started last year. Last year, the club championship, when he was the Pittsburgh Steelers club champion, made a semifinal run there. He's in the final here in the Ultimate Kickoff. He's going to be rocking this offense. He has looked good offensively, hasn't made a lot of mistakes. He's been very methodical, working his way downfield, TD. And listen, let's finally give the man his due. Daniel Jones has been a stalwart here in the Ultimate Kickoff.
He has, and that speed has come into factor for these guys. We saw John Beast really moving around with him. We've seen all these guys kind of scrambling out of the pocket with Daniel Jones, by far the best quarterback in Ultimate Team right now.
He's going up against Clef the God, who's going to be looking for some defensive stops with this lineup. And for Clef, he's going to be looking to get some pressure after Daniel Jones. That Montez Sweat has come up clutch for him a couple times.
The adjustment king, Clef the God. He loves to adjust on the fly, especially on defense. That's his forte. That Montez Sweat, all that speed, but those corners, we've talked about it a million times. But Roll, Revis, Buchanan, a staple for Clef's defense.
These games have all come down to one or two moments. What will be our big moments in this game, TD? It feels like these are two guys who just haven't made a lot of mistakes coming into this game.
No, they haven't. But the interesting thing is, like we said, these guys have played each other a million times these last few weeks preparing for this moment. So they really have to think outside the box and come up with something unorthodox because they know each other like the back of their hands at this point. So someone's going to have to come with something different.
I'm just saying, I think my wife let a moth into the house, and it's behind my camera. Even the moth wanted to get in on this belt game. He needs to pay attention. He wants to know who's taking home their first belt.
And look at this. John Beast, first play of the game, came out in shotgun wing slot. We have not seen him run that all tournament. And it goes to the point what I was saying where you got to think outside the box a little bit, but you also don't want to get completely outside your game. You see him now. He goes back to his staple gun bunch offense.
Hand it off to Reggie Bush up the middle, and he'll have a first down to the 36-yard line. Ty, I wonder, when you're labbing, when you have crewmates in a tournament, when you know there's a matchup that you could have with them, do you prep some different things? Do you have some stuff in your back pocket as he's looking downfield. He's got Williams. He's been so good on the sideline and a first down at the 20-yard line. Has Beast had some trick plays and some different formations in his pocket in case he matched up with Clef?
I think he kind of has to, right? You know, playing Clef so many times, you got to think, okay, there's a chance I could meet this guy in the finals. The way he's confident in his abilities, he definitely had this a little bit of time here. We had about 20 minutes since John's game. I'm sure he was kind of cooked some stuff up, at least in his head, that he can bring out to give Clef some different looks.
Looking to the corner route, high pass, and that was a risky throw from the Beast. Clef looking for the pick.
Clef in that match coverage, and if you guys out there, if you want to run some match coverage, make sure your coaching adjustments are off, but look at plays like cover 4 and cover 3 match. It really confuses the opponent because these defenders match on to these routes. It can really cause a lot of confusion for the offensive player.
Woo! That wasn't under pressure inaccurate, and it actually worked to John Beast's advantage because it put the ball out in front of Reggie Bush. He was able to pick up a first down.
Hike the ball.
Looking for a quick snap. He's got the curl routes all over the place, and Hester will get down to the 1-yard line.
Goes with that spacing play. Spacing concept so good in Madden, especially when you get closer to the red zone, because Clef went with the zone defense. The flats kind of zoomed out to the sidelines, allowing those little hitch routes to sit down in between the zones. Easy conversion to get him down to the 1-yard line.
Stretch run. I don't know if he needed to cut it inside. That was good defense from Clef. Said coming into this game, John B said he's been playing 10 to 12 hours a day. He said, this is the best I've ever felt at Madden, and he's going to open up the scoring here in this game for a championship belt. John Beast takes the first lead.
John Beast is dialed in, no emotion either. He is laser focused. Those brown eyes are zoomed in, the hoodie on, the chain hanging. John Beast came to perform. He came to ball out in the first drive of the finals. He's looking good.
Couldn't ask for much more from a first drive. Took some time off the clock. Put some points on the board as Clef, ooh, little spin move, Ed Reed returning that kick. Clef the God, Dwayne Wood, 25 years old from Edgewater, Florida. 119,000 in career earnings, still looking for that elusive championship belt. He was in a belt game back in Madden 20 in the challenge, but lost that game to Noah up next. Taking a look at his offense, Clef has been just mechanical offensively. Big plays underneath, a lot of that because he has a weapon like Joey Galloway on the outside.
Yeah, Joey Galloway on those post routes that he loves. A lot of speed there with Hester, of course. Derrick Henry, too, kind of a sleeper that he's been using at the goal line to punch it in the red zone on the goal line with those fullback dives.
John Beast has been playing some tough defense, though. It really starts over the top. He's got Darrell Revis at safety with Antrell Roll, using those two cornerbacks on the back end.
Yeah, those guys have been huge for him. Of course, Ed Reed as well over the top, patrolling that defense.
Underneath, big hit. You know, Clef said he wanted to give a big shout out to the dog crew, to the Need It crew. He said Skimbo and Dubby and Boogs and Trey and User, these guys, they're not just his friends in Madden. They're his friend in life. They give him life advice, financial advice. I know when, you know, he was having his first kid, he was looking to the fathers of the group. Big play for John Beast. Getting a User strip. The first turnover of the game. Brian Dawkins recovers it. There's some magic with the Beast named John.
Some magic for John. You need a little bit of luck when you want to win one of these Madden tournaments. He gets a strip animation that we haven't seen all tournament in these last 2 days, and he gets it on the second play of Clef's drive. That is a huge game-changing play for John.
Can Clef recover? A wild turn of events, TD. We have not seen that. I mean, we have barely seen any fumbles here in the ultimate kickoff, and John Beast's first offensive play, he's able to, or second offensive play, he's able to force a turnover.
Incredible, and if you're John, you have to capitalize on that situation, though. You can't turn the ball over here. You can't, you know, anything like that. You can't let Clef back in the game after you get that type of advantage. This is huge for John, and if you're Clef, you got to bounce back from that. It hurts, it really does, but you can't let it get to you.
User, I mean, what an unbelievable turn of events. John Beast forcing a fumble against Clef. It gets all nasty with Acrobat, and we're going the other way. Turnovers one way or another, User. What a way to start this game.
Top of the top, baby. He gonna fight. He gonna fight. You see his tag up there, D-O-G, dog. It's a lot of fight. Let me tell you, the Beast named John. Listen, this is the reason why these two guys are playing right now for the belt. We haven't seen anybody get a user strip animation all year. But guess what the Beast named John does? He takes him to the strip club. He says, where them dollars at, baby? But guess what? Let the guy come right back, and he going up top, baby.
It's looking like a baseball game with a home run. Clef the God right back in it.
Oh my
The
goodness.
king of the fighters, Clef the God, with the response. The one thing I said you couldn't do if you're John is turn the ball over. You had to capitalize. You can't give the ball back to a guy like Clef because he's going to make you pay.
How had this... We're not even at the end of the first quarter, ladies and gentlemen, and it's been bonkers plays left and right. Clef the God, look at this absolute... I don't know what happened over there, but that was a cover zero defense.
Just a blown coverage from John. I don't know what happened. This guy looked like he was on him and then left him. I think it was a flat, and he just was at like 20, 30 yards and left him. But if you're John, you have to slow it down here, settle down, throws a nice dot right there. You can't let that get to you.
Woo. Boy, what a start to this game. 7 apiece. It looked like Beast was going to be able to take control with the fumble, but Clef gets the acrobatic pick, and one play later, he says, hold on, young fella, I've been here before. 1st and 10 for Beast. Rolling right with Danny Dimes. Looking back across the middle of the field, that delay fade's been so good today. George Kittle past the 15, down to the 12-yard line.
That delay fade is so good because the user, you know, he usually guards all these other routes. You know, you got crossers, you got corners, you got out routes, right? And it takes away from guarding that delay fade because you don't even expect it. Sometimes you think the tight end's blocking, you release him right there. John Beast takes advantage. Nice play.
Gotta love the even-keeled reaction from John Beast. Gave up a pick, gave up a big touchdown, but still locked in. Ty, that might be, I've called a lot of Madden games. That might be one of the wildest first quarters we've ever seen.
I agree. One of the greatest starts we've seen, especially in a championship finals belt type of game. Couldn't ask for a better first quarter from these guys.
Buckle in. I hope y'all got your seat belts pulled tight. You got your snacks next to you. You got some drinks ready because you're not going to want to step away for 1 second from this championship game here in the Ultimate Kickoff. 22-7 apiece after 1.
And chat, I want to know what the chat, you guys have to think. What you guys think is going to win. Give me a 1 for Clef.
Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. And to beat some 2s if you're rooting for John Beast because Devin Hester picks up a touchdown.
Chat, give me a 1 for Clef or give me a 2 for the man who just threw a laser, the Beast named John. I want to see who you guys are picking here in our grand finals.
Ty, you talked with Beast in that interview. You said you've known him for a while. Was he this good when he was 16 years old?
No, he was not. He was not. You know, we played in some of these underground tournaments against each other, and he was not anywhere near the level he has got to here. It just shows the type of hard work he's put in as we take a look at this absolute laser. Double post throw, back of the end zone, Devin Hester. What a response from John. But going back to that, yeah, John, he was just, he always had the talent back when he was 16, but, you know, he would make crucial mistakes. He would turn the ball over a lot. It just goes to show the maturity, the growth. He's dialing it up on defense, too.
Y'all see that user rush?
Yep.
John B said, I don't want to leave this up to my D-line. I'm bringing Cam.
John getting aggressive, too. I love that. Go and get him.
Drops back with chance for this time, but good sheds underneath. Clef has to throw this one away. The momentum swinging back to the side of John Beast. I don't think he can be overlooked anymore, TD. He is here to stay.
No, not at all. He is not an underdog anymore. He is a legit top contender in Madden. What a great lurk on that previous play. He ran with the running back. Woo. Nice dot here from Clef.
That
Threading the
looked
needle.
A little risky. I mean, we're going to have 2 storylines here, Ty. If Clef wins this game, you know, it's him finally getting his belt. He's been one of those consistent players, but he's been, you know, without that belt, this can start really solidify his legacy in competitive Madden. If John Beast is able to win this one, there's a little taste of his own medicine to the sideline. If John Beast wins this one, we're going to have to look at a 1-year period, a 12-month period to rival some of the best we have seen with what he's been able to do since his first MCS tournament less than a year ago.
No doubt about it. This is one of the best one-year runs we've ever seen in competitive Madden. Just really blew up onto the scene last year. We called him the Rookie of the Year. He really was, and he's continued it here into the new season, making the championship of our first event. So John Beast is legit. He's here to stay. He is locked in, and I think also we know how confident Clef is, but I think the pressure is definitely a bit more on Clef here. Remember, he's made a Final Four before. He's made a Finals before. Didn't get the job done. This is John B's first ever time. He's young. He's kind of just living the dream right now, right? He thinks he can be back. But for Clef, a little bit older in age, he's been here before. He needs to get the job done tonight.
Never good when you play an opponent with nothing to lose. It's a nice pickup for Clef. Don't forget, guys, we got 2 giveaways coming up at halftime of this game. Be giving away that Julio Jones and that Nick Chubb. And again, I'm going to need whoever wins that Nick Chubb just to hit me up on Twitter. Just pass that bad boy over. It's fine. I'll throw you some of my most mediocre players to get my Browns theme team up to snuff.
Nick Chubb at running back, Jadeveon Clowney outside linebacker. You have the full Browns team over there. I'll take the Julio.
Corner out, corner out. He's got him. Clef the God answers. A touchdown from John Beast, and Clef throws a haymaker of his own. An extra point away from tying this up.
This is an absolute shootout right now. Neither of these guys want to go away. They're throwing haymakers left and right. They're swinging for the fences. These guys keep bouncing back from adversity. Man, this is an absolute battle.
Big shout out one more time to our man TD Barrett hosting that YouTube chat. Shout out to everybody watching on YouTube, everybody watching on Twitch who's been tweeting, using that hashtag Ultimate Kickoff. Clef the God dialing up Clef the Dot.
Yeah, outside rollout, corner route, on the money with that dead-eye ability. Get into the back of the end zone. Nice dot from Clef.
Offside push. Let's not forget, Ty, one of my favorite things about Major Time is the watch parties that are going on. I know Dub's got one. I know Skim's got one. Joel's been on an uncapped subathon for I think 9 years at this point. He's still rolling. Boogs out there, DK, Rag. Shout out to everybody hosting watch parties and here in the Twitch chat on the EA Madden NFL channel.
That's what the Madden community is. It's a brotherhood. It's a fraternity. We all support each other at the end of the day.
Yeah, man, let me get my fumble back.
Joel, I know, he's on like day 11 right now. This guy he's just on a grind like no other.
And I think he still has like 460 hours still on his clock. He's an absolute maniac. So big shout out to Joel.
Insane.
Shout out to everybody out there who's been supporting competitive Madden, our first major of the year. So we'll hit the 2-minute warning, 14 aside.
Yeah, real great game so far. I mean, the one mistake was kind of a fluke thing, right? John B's getting that strip and Clef showing that ability to bounce back, which he's done his whole Madden career.
Wow, late throw away from John Beast. I don't know how Daniel Jones even got that one out of his hands.
Man, Daniel Jones has been making some Houdini plays. We've seen him roll out left, kind of do a 360 spin, throw it back right. Right there, looks like he's going to take a sack, and he's able to get it out at the last second. That's why you got to have Daniel Jones as your quarterback right now.
What about in the NFL? You put Daniel Jones in the squad?
No.
Giants fans, stand up for your boy. Tyler Davis throwing some shade at Danny Dimes. As Reggie Bush will get to the 47, pick up about 9. Set up a 3rd and short.
Yeah, you see Reggie Bush there again on that little out route. Gets in between the zones, and then you're able to stop on a dime with Reggie Bush, cut up the field. Nice play. Manageable 3rd and 1 now for John.
Gun bunch formation, the meta right now. Well, it'll be interesting to see how the meta shifts as we go towards that ultimate Thanksgiving major. Got a couple curl routes. He didn't get the pass off, and Clef got a major play there because it takes him from a 4th and 1 to a 4th and 13.
That is a major sack from Clef. Big time block shit. He did a great job usering too. John Beach tried to hit him with the playmaker, flicking the right stick up, but Clef was all over it. Then the block shade comes through. This is a major play in the game right now. 4th and 13, John at his own 34.
Oh, he's got the running back right up the seam, wide open, let it downfield, and that allows Clef to swat this one away, and Clef gets his 2nd stop.
I feel like John just had so many things wide open. He had the wheel route initially, then he had the running back he could have threw, then he kind of had the delay fade, then he had the other route that he threw but did a horrible throw. He just had so many things and none of them worked, and now Clef can really take advantage in this ball game.
Clef took down Joke in the semis. John Beast went through young George Schwartz, a.k.a. Don't Care About Ice. That's how he got here. Guys, make sure you head over to MaddenChampionship.com and register for that Ultimate Thanksgiving Tournament. After this game, you're not going to want to step away. Ty, I don't even want to look away from the screen right now.
I don't either, but to your point, for the viewers out there, sign up, MaddenChampionship.com. You guys can register now. I want to see some of you guys out here for our Thanksgiving event having a chance at a belt, so make sure you guys are signing up now.
Oh, big hit. John Beast looking like it's a Home Depot out here with all this lumber he's laying.
Huge hit right there, and Clef now going to slowly start to use a little bit of this clock here. Taking his time, thinking about what he wants to do. Gonna flip his bunch. Plenty of time, though, with that one timeout.
Looks like left side, he's got John Beast got a little double Mabel action on the left side, trying to keep that flood concept from... Uh-oh. The corner out well covered. Really great time to break out that double Mabel, TD. He didn't bring the heat.
Exactly, the double Mabel defense. He had his flat set at about 25, 30 yards with the curl flat set to about 5 yards underneath. Really took away that whole side, then allowed his user to guard everything over the middle. So great defense from John, forcing Clef to kick 3.
And that's a huge win for John Beast, getting stopped on his own and only giving him a field goal. 17 seconds, 2 timeouts, an opportunity for John Beast to maybe with a little magic tie this game up.
Plenty of time here. I think he's gonna be aggressive in this situation with those 2 timeouts. Look for maybe that crossing route. He's loved that play verticals with the slot receiver on a deep crosser to the sidelines. Expect to see that with maybe a tight end delay fade. So Clef has to be on the lookout for those 2 things.
D. Grizzle on Twitter saying, "Need it, Bull is a game we needed as viewers. We're all winners." I feel the same way, Grizz. Feel the same way, my man. Use that hashtag Ultimate Kickoff on Twitter. We want to see what you guys think of this battle. 17-14. Beast with the ball. Looking for that crosser, well covered downfield. He'll scramble with Jones and pick up a first down.
Phenomenal defense from Clef. You said it, he absolutely bagged that deep crosser to Hester that John Beast wanted. Didn't have the tight end delay fade there. I think if he might have had that on there, he could have hit it, threw it to him late, but the crosser was completely bagged by Clef.
10 seconds on the clock here in the first half. Remember, we got those giveaways coming up at halftime, so stick with us. Nick Chubb.
He ran commit.
Oh, is that a run commit? Was that an accidental run commit? Oh, flashback. Oh, flashback to 2 years ago. A mistake defensively, and John Beast takes advantage. Tyler Davis, what happened there?
One of the worst accidental mistakes Clef could have ever done in that situation. There was only 8 seconds left till halftime, and he ran commit. That is one of the worst mistakes you can make.
What was that? Was that Pov and Joke 2 years ago?
Yeah, Pov and Joke
20 club championship?
20. Yep, flashback city over here. Oh my goodness, what a mistake from Clef.
Look how little time was on the clock. Oh, and Clef can't believe it. Gets back into it, 2 seconds left. John Beast with a 21-17 lead. What a monstrous first half we had here, TD. We had back and forth, we had mistakes, and we end up with a 4-point game with 2 quarters to go with a belt, 1,500 MCS points, and $40,000 on the line.
Oh my goodness, what a monumental mistake to do in a championship game, though. You have to feel for Clef right now. That is an absolute heartbreaker, but he has to bounce back. But what a way to end this first half of our grand finals here for the Ultimate Kickoff.
Buckle up, ladies and gentlemen, because this is going to be a heck of a second half. John Beast up 21-17. Clef with the ball to start the second half. I can't wait to hear what our halftime crew has to say. Let's throw it back to Kimmy and User.
User, are you alive? Are you okay? Are you alive? Are you okay?
I am breathing.
Pulse? How's your pulse?
Oh, my Lord. I'm breathing. I'm good. I'm good. Oh, my goodness, man. Can you believe that? But listen, Clef,
no, I can't believe it.
This is what he's telling himself right. Listen, Kimmy, this is what he's telling himself right now. He said, hey, we had to make it look good. It could have got out of hand. That's the type of mentality Clef got. He going to bounce right back.
He will bounce right back, but that was a last-minute mistake. There was just 8 seconds left on the clock before we got to halftime. Clef made a defensive mistake And your guy, John Beast, well, he capitalized on that. He scored a touchdown with only 8 seconds to go. Here it is. Oh.
Absolutely. Making the major mistake, the run commit. Clef, knowing good and well, this is a situation you cannot give up. That run commit with 8 seconds left, you cannot give that up.
I know, it's a tough one, but guess what? There's still one more half to go. The score as it stands now, John Beast ahead, 21-17. Clef trying to get some composure and make sure that he's ready to go for the second half. Now, what's your reaction? Because I heard a little rumor that the first half of this game, you were in a Discord with all your squad and all your guys, and you were ruining it for everyone because your feed is a few seconds ahead, so they went ahead and kicked you out.
I mean, you know, I have a tendency to sometimes to let plays slip, you know, before they actually happen for everybody else. Because yes, my feed is ahead. So, you know, of course, Skimbo, his emotional self, oh, I'm out of here. You was just ruining the game. But good thing for him to chat, say, hey, man, stop being a baby. Get back in there with the boys. So it's all good. We watching everybody lock in. Listen, I'm just watching the best play right now. I don't know who these guys lab with. They must lab with some belt winners. I just don't know. How are these guys so tough? Look at this matchup. This is the best. This is an instant classic, Kimmy. Instant classic. Like somebody, EA, turn this to sub only. Sub only. They got to pay for the rest of the half. They got to pay for the second half. I'm sorry.
Because it's so good of a finals, which is what we wanted. 2 days of gameplay. And now, in the second half, we get to name a champion. I'm glad to know that you're ranked 128th in your Discord as well as this tournament.
I'm about
Good
to call you
job,
Debbie
user.
Downer because you consistent.
No, I'm not. I'm funny. I'm sure people think I'm funny, okay? No Debbie Downer here. Now we have some more giveaways because everybody loves giveaways. So why not spice this up before we kick off the second half? Limited edition program Nick Chubb, the lucky winner of this one. Y'all need to choose better Twitter names, but the lucky winner is InLed 4in13L. InLed 4in13.
Come on now, Kimmy, you gotta read that name like a professional.
Which name? That's a hard one. Come on, my guy. You gotta help me out.
Hmm.
But you are the lucky winner of this Nick Chubb card. The next one, the Ultimate Kickoff Program LTD with Julio Jones. The lucky winner here. Hey, I like this Twitch username a little bit better. Griffin Morse 10. Congratulations. You now have this LTD Julio Jones. We love the giveaways, but you know what we love even more? We love the game. Let's toss it back to Nick and T. Davis for the second half of our final.
Thank you so much, Kimmy and User. I think Kimmy's hilarious. I don't know about you, Ty. I think Kimmy's very funny. User, I take it or leave it, but I'm a big fan of Kimmy.
Oh, great addition. Anytime we get someone to roast User, we'll take that all day, baby.
Never forget, I see all those tweets. Don't worry, I see all y'all out there tweeting out how good one great user is. Never forget that he's the one who suggested we go on sub only and make y'all pay for the second half. Just don't forget that one, because I know I won't. Underneath, we got Clef the God with the ball first. What a wild end of the half. The accidental run commit. Ty, the worst part is we've all been there.
Oh, man, it hurts so bad. He was going to be up 3 at half and get ball 2. Just a horrible mistake from Clef, but you have to bounce back from it. It seems like John, he has got the angels over his shoulder in this game, right? He got the strip to start. He got the run commit heard around the world go against Clef. So, but Clef going to get ball back here. Plenty of time in this game. It's been a great game, too. Great first half so far, besides that one mistake from Clef.
Guys, don't forget, we're not done with giveaways. We've got a dump truck giveaway of all the items we've given away tonight. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Second attempt for Clef. He's got Reggie Bush over the middle. Big play over midfield. Ty, how do you mentally recover from a play like that? Is that something that's easier to recover than, say, like a mistake where you know you did something wrong, where that's something that's just sort of, oops, it happened?
No, this one hurts. Out of anything you can really do, this one hurts the most. Just because you gave up a free 7 points when it was just kind of out of your hands. Like, you didn't even mean to do that. It's just a horrible thing, but you have to bounce back from it.
I'm just saying, like, I know it hurts, Ty. Maybe I'm having trouble relating to Clef because I give up free 7 points all the time. Like, I'm used to it at this point.
And you don't even run commit. You're just running.
No,
you're just playing regular.
I'm just bad. I'm just not good. Thanks, Ty. Thanks for pointing that out. Can we get user here? And Ty out of here. Pina Colada advertisement. 2nd and 3.
Hey, I got a pineapple on my shirt and on my head. You know, it's all good.
It's true. You're not wrong. It's a good shout out. He had the curl route open. Good pressure from John Beast, able to get after the quarterback, 3rd down.
Yeah, John's been really starting to get a little more aggressive here. 2nd quarter, now in the 3rd quarter. Clef had a wide open guy, just got hit as he threw it. But if you're Clef, you're 3rd and 3. Almost in field goal range. I think you're about 3 to 4 yards away. But I think he's going for 7 here. I think this is 4-down territory for Clef.
Look at left side, little mesh concept, finds Reggie Bush, picks up a 1st down. No panic from Clef the God. Big Bucks fan, Edgewater, Florida native, going up against the Hartford, Connecticut, Northeast versus Southeast. Dropping back with Daniel Jones. Good cover. Look at John Beast out there. He's usering with Montez Sweat back in coverage.
And Clef, if he would have been able to release his tight end delay fade, he was going to have him wide open. I think he was trying to release him, just couldn't do it, forced to throw the ball away. And John Beast, yeah, stuck on his DN right there, Montez Sweat. Very fortunate that Clef wasn't able to get a big play out of that.
2nd and 10. You know, one of those reasons why I think Clef is continually one of the consistent players, Ty. He said his pregame routine, we talked to a lot of these players, it's either listen to music, some people took naps. For him, he's watching film of past games. He's always analyzing his performance and trying to get an edge.
Yeah, he's dedicated to the game. He's a student of the game. That's why he's so good. He's always studying his opponents, seeing what the new tendencies, the new meta is.
Uh-oh, that's a dangerous throw. Oh, that's a dangerous throw. Looking for that seam streak up the middle. Good coverage from John Beast. 4th down and 7. It doesn't look like Clef is calling on the field goal kicker.
No, he's not. It's 4-down territory. Clef saying, I got to go big or go home. After giving up that run commit touchdown, I got to get 7 on this drive. Kicking field goals are not going to win me a belt.
4th down and 7. Big play here in the 3rd quarter. Can John Beast get off the field? And I love that timeout from John Beast. That was something that yesterday he didn't take the timeout and gave up a touchdown. Today he learned from his mistake.
Excellent point. You saw Clef there flip his bunch. He made a lot of hot routes, then flipped his bunch, so it really set off John's adjustments on defense. He wasn't able to align correctly. John calls the timeout. Smart approach by the Beast.
Rolling out right with Jones. Great coverage downfield. Nobody there. John Beast comes up with another defensive stop.
That's a bag by the Beast. Clef had his tight end kind of, but he rolled out right way too soon. The tight end was coming back across the field on an in route, and it was just too little, too late. John Beast with a huge defensive stop.
Goes to the inside zone, up by 4. Now I'll say this, Clef has played stellar defense up to this point, TD. John has moved the ball effectively over the first 2 games here in the Ultimate Kickoff. It doesn't look easy here against Clef the God.
No, it doesn't. Clef is dialed in. He's making adjustments, too, on the fly. You can see him there. He's switching between match, regular coverage, making a lot of adjustments with his defense, especially those outside linebackers.
Good playmaker, though, from John Beast. Finding Joey Galloway. Picking up a 1st down. John Beast thinking he is so close to his first belt.
A little freestyle action from the Beast named John right there, rolling out playmaker and up the field, throwing it to Galloway. Kind of a broken play, freestyle play, but made it work.
John said he learned from last year that anything can happen. Losing in the Final Four hurts, but getting so close was great. But just being so close to a belt and that performance last year, that gave him the confidence for this year, and he's backing it up with his play here in the Ultimate Kickoff. And, you know, I'll tell you this. I think he's made a whole lot of new fans out there in the competitive game who maybe didn't know much about the Beast named John, but they do now, as that's a beam, but it's going to be past the line of scrimmage and a chuckle from John Beast.
Oh, he had the match beater cooked up. He waited for it, and he just crossed the line of scrimmage too soon. Clef, very fortunate right there. And finally something goes Clef's way here.
3rd and 12. Great read, quick throw to the crossers, a little quick snap action from John Beast.
That's the thing, too, about both of these guys. We talk about it a million times. The Clef's ability to bounce back, fight back through adversity, the ability to adjust on the fly. But you got to give credit where credit's due. John Beast has done that time and time again now as well. This kid just continues to be clutch every single game he's in.
4's up in the chat. It's time to head to the fourth quarter. It's presented by Snickers. Snickers satisfies. 21-17. 5 minutes away from crowning our first champion here in Madden 22. And John Beast, Ty, I don't know if he could have even dreamed up how good of a position he's in right now.
No, and if you asked him before the game, he would take this spot a million times. Now for Clef, his back is really against the wall right here. You have got to hold John to 3. John's starting to use a little bit of that clock now, slowing down the pace. So for Clef, this is do or die territory. He's back against the wall. Got to hold John to a field goal.
He's saying he's a big Patriots fan, so I assume that means he's fallen into your favor, Tyler Davis, rocking those Pats uniforms. But I'd like to say, he said his favorite MCS analyst said Nick and User. I'm sorry, TD, you just didn't make the Beast list.
With disrespect. Let's go, Clef. Let's go, Clef.
How does that feel? User's been pulled for his guy Clef, picked his guy Clef. John Beast put him down as one of his favorite analysts, so that's gotta sting a little bit. Great coverage downfield. It's gonna be a 4th and 3. Decision time for John Beast.
Big decision here for the Beast. He's gonna go the conservative approach, the smart approach, trust his defense. I don't know if I love the call. I think maybe you try to put Clef away, but this is the smart decision. A lot of money on the line here. I like it. I like it.
The way he's played defense has got to give him confidence to get a stop. And then you add in the fact that Clef didn't take 3 in the last drive. Just getting points there.
You don't know how bad.
My question is, if Clef the God goes down and scores here, let's say he scores with little time left on the clock, does he ponder pulling out the old 2-point conversion?
He really might. With how this game is, he really might. But here we go. This is the guap drive time for Clef the God. Second time in the finals. Down 7 here. He did a great job to hold him to 3, but now it's time. Can he move down the field? Is he clutch? Fourth quarter territory here. Here we go, Nick.
Clef the God, still looking for his first belt. So close in Madden 20, the challenge. Looking for some love here against one of his lab partners for this tournament, John Beast. He'll pick up a first down. How do you manage the clock on this drive, TD? Are you thinking you want this to be the last drive?
I think to start here, you're just worried about moving the ball down the field. Once you get down to that 2-minute territory, and if you're really moving the ball down the field, then you start to worry about the clock. But right now, you're just trying to matriculate some offense, get some good quality plays in.
Left side takes the easy pass to Reggie Bush. 1,500 MCS points to the winner. $40,000 to the winner, and that ultimate kickoff belt we showed earlier. There's a whole lot on the line here. 3:15 to go, chat. Who you got winning this game? 1's up if you think Clef the God comes back and win. 2's up if you got the beast named John. Pressure sent by John. Oh, a little spin cycle. Spinning and winning for Clef the God.
A lot of sequence of events right there. Bringing the heat was John Beast. Clef checks it down. Nasty spin move out of the backfield, Reggie Bush, and then a huge hit stick from John. So a lot of high-level Madden right there. Now you see it, Nick. Clef, he really moved the ball down the field. Now he's starting to slow it down, use some of this clock, and he really might think about going for 2 at the end here if he can get that clock under a minute.
Who's winning this game? We're 2:40 away from crowning the champ. Clef the God. Oh, user rush picked up nicely. He'll find Williams. Oh, Williams shook him up like it's a Taylor Swift song. What a move there from Clef the God.
Great recognition from Clef, too. He saw the user rush right up the middle. When you user rush your defender up the middle, what does that do? It leaves the middle wide open. Clef recognizes that, makes a great read over the middle to the slant or the drag. Easy conversion.
The final play before the 2-minute warning. What a cutback. What recognition there from Clef, seeing the user. 2 minutes to go. TD. What a game we have here for the belt. Clef on the drive looking to tie it up.
Here we go. Who needs it more? 24-17. What a finals. What an ending we're about to have.
Dub, tell your chat who you got. Skim, tell your chat who you got. User, I don't blame him for kicking you out of the chat. Really, if you're spoiling stuff for me, you got to get out of the Discord. So I don't blame him. But I'm also usually that guy spoiling
got him.
stuff. Oh, over the top, Galloway doesn't get the feet in bounds.
Oh, man, that is
Heartbreak.
sickening for Clef. Sickening. He dialed up the perfect play. It was Tampa 2. No help behind over there in the back of the end zone. The wheel route was wide open, and unfortunate feet weren't in.
Got the dig route over the middle, and he will deliver it to Hester. Spins back inside. Oh, a second fumble! Could this be the crowning of John Beast? He forces another turnover!
Oh my God.
The miracle kid, he has angels over his shoulder. 2 fumbles in one game, and that right there could be the backbreaker.
Can somebody check Clef for a hex? 2 fumbles in one game. We haven't seen any fumbles before this one. But John Beast has a little magic. First time out taken by Clef this game, far from over. But can you believe a second fumble for Clef the God?
Unbelievable. We haven't seen 1 fumble all tournament, and John gets 2 in the championship game. And he's gonna look like he's gonna be aggressive here. He's going to the air to try to get 1 first down to end this.
Roster's pretty well covered. Here comes the pressure. Jones scrambling out. John Beast trying to get around with Jones. He'll slide down after a gain of 5. Timeout taken by Clef. The biggest 3rd and 5 of John Beast's career. The Hartford, Connecticut native looking to close out a win, a first down, and this ball game is basically over.
Biggest play of both guys' careers.
It's a quick snap by John, but there's no one open. It's good coverage over the middle. He threw a bump. He threw a bump. Oh, Beast can't believe it. Clef, like a defibrillator, is still alive.
Why in the world would John do that? Why in the world would he throw that pass?
Clef sounded like a New York City subway conductor right now. I have no idea what he said.
Bro. Oh my God.
I think he's saying it's the wrong button.
Oh, 50,000 people are in the chat are shocked, just like we are. John, you take the sack, you go down, something.
I think he said he meant to press Y. I think that's what he said, if I can decipher that correctly. It was a wrong button pick. We also call that the Nick Mazesco special around here.
Now you gave Clef life. You gave him life.
I'm at the best wall, bro.
Where is Y? Y's on the left sideline. He's wide open.
I think it was. He is. He was cutting up the field. It was wide open. Yep.
By the way, how about Montez Sweat with the pick? Can we talk about what's Montez Sweat catch rating?
What a beast he is, huh? He's not even one of the best rated too. He's one of those budget type of beasts. Gotta have money. Oh, nice click on right there from John.
How about John? That's back-to-back plays. He's only sent 3. He's playing coverage right now. Can Clef dial up a route combo to beat this coverage?
Yeah, he's playing really to the sidelines here with that double Mabel. He's a user in everything over the middle. So the middle is open if he can kind of manipulate the user. He does it there. Great read.
He does it, but he doesn't get the first down. It's a 4th down and 3. This is your ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Can Clef pick up a first down? No timeout taken from John Beast. 46 seconds and counting. Clef trying to become Clutch the God with this pickup. 3-man rush sent by John Beast. He's over the middle. He's got Galloway again. How big has 84 been for Clef the God?
Whoa, he threads the needle. Barely gets it in there. Falls forward for a yard to convert it, and now here we go. No timeouts left. This is what an ending we have, Nick. You couldn't ask for a better ending.
38 ticks left on the clock and a $40,000 to the $40,000 first prize. $25,000 going to second place. A $15,000 game of Madden. And John Beast uses his final timeout. Nobody's stopping the clock from here on out. We're leaving it all on the virtual gridiron.
And chat, 49,000 of you in there, I need to know. Put a 2 in the chat if you think Clef goes for 2 if he scores for the win.
1st and 10. Bunch to the wide side. 3-man rush again from John Beast. Not bringing any pressure. You know, he's looking for that corner route. That's Williams over there. Oh, it was almost ball game.
It's picked.
Oh, it is ball
It's
game.
picked.
He got it in. John Beast sealed himself a belt. John Beast. John Beast. John Beast.
He's done it. The miracle kid. The beast. John, one of the greatest one-year runs we've ever seen in Madden. He capitalizes on it, and he has won the ultimate kickoff, and he's won the belt. Oh my goodness. What an ending.
We saw accidental run commits. We saw picks. We saw fumbles. We saw touchdowns.
Nick, look at the emotion. Look at the emotion from John.
John Beast, this is your time, young fella. John Beast has become John Best. He's taken home his first belt. He is your ultimate kickoff champion.
Unbelievable. Congratulations, John Beast. He is crowned the best Madden player in the world, the ultimate kickoff champion. You see the disgust on the face of Clef and the elation, the emotion coming out from John Beast.
The Miracle Kid reaches the top of the mountain. Let those tears flow, young fella. What a year for John Beast. Tyler Davis, this is what competitive Madden is all about.
If you don't love this, you don't have a heart. John Beast in 1 year, he went from Rookie of the Year to World Champion, best Madden player in the world. Unbelievable story here. We have made history in the Ultimate Kickoff.
And for Clef the God, once again, so close to getting that first belt. You just got to feel for him. He's one of the nicest guys in the community. He's one of those guys that everyone roots for. He ran into a beast today, a couple mistakes one way or another, 2 fumbles. I mean, if you're Clef, you're looking at that game going, I don't know what more I can do.
Yeah, you really feel for Clef. I mean, he's such a fan favorite, such a nice guy, too. And he comes close so many times. He's right there in the mix. It's like he deserves a belt. You know what I mean? Like, we just want to give him one. And just can't get it done in this game. We know we'll see Clef back. But the thing for Clef, too, is this journey, these failures are all going to lead to the greatest moment for him down the road. But for today, it is the day of the Beast, John Beast.
Hartford, Connecticut, stand up for your boy. And let's just say, big shout out to the Need It guys. They put on a show. I can't believe what we just watched. I know User can't believe what he watched. Kimmy and User, take this one away. I need to go take a break.
Okay, I think it's very safe to say that was the wildest finish to any Madden game I have ever seen. User, I earlier I said, is your pulse okay? Are you okay? You having a heart attack? You alive? Are you actually alive right this second? Because that was beyond anything we've ever expected.
Kimmy, I died twice and came back. I died twice and came back.
You do look
I
a
saw
little
the
pale.
light and came back. I saw the light and came back. Boy, you talking about these guys, man, giving me just cardiac arrest, man. You know, shouts out to John Beast, you know, great guy. Listen, I'm happy. Either way, one of our guys got it done. You know, Clef the God has always been there scratching and clawing. So you just gotta, when you see somebody get to the top, and you see him lose, you know the hurt, you know the stuff you're going to go through in the Discord with him. And you're like, well, Beast is young. You know what I'm saying? He was just Rookie of the Year last year. He can wait. But Beast said, not this time. I'm going to take it. And let me tell you, man, these guys put on a great show, man. This is what you get when you see the best in the world play.
Best of the best. That's what we said earlier today. And we said it yesterday as well. We started with 8 players. Now we have 1 champion. His name is John Beast. But let's look at how we got here. Starting off, first quarter, Clef's on defense. John's up 7-0, but Clef coming in clutch with the interception. That's some excitement there.
Acrobat abilities, man. Everybody talking about all these other abilities. If you ain't got 5 acros, then what you doing? And you see right here, this is a busted coverage by Beast right there. That's how my guy Clef gets back on the board. And right here, just great stick, being patient, getting Roy Williams' feet in to get his second touchdown. Right before half, this was really the thing that put a lot of pressure on Clef's back. 9 seconds left. You cannot give up that run commit, especially with him getting that ball back at half. Beast know he needed that. And at the end of the day, you knew these guys was going to keep scratching, keep clawing. The belt is on the line. All the mistakes go out the window. You have to keep fighting, and that's what these guys kept doing. Bringing up a 3rd and 5 right here. This is where Clef the God comes up clutch. But B said he smashed the wrong button. And look at my guy, Keith Sweat. You know what I mean, Montez Sweat, baby, coming up with a big interception right there for Clef the God right there. I about died right there. Then here we go, 1st and 10. The corner route is open, but Clef throws it late and it sails on him. And the beast named John able to get his feet in and seal the game and seal his first championship belt. Congratulations to the beast named John, man. Tough heartbreak for Clef the God, but listen, these guys, they're the best of the best. We will see them again.
We will see them again, and that last-second interception right there is what solidified John Beast as the winner and the champion of the Ultimate Kickoff. Is this all the action that you expected, User? Did you expect this game to be that close and that down to the wire?
Oh yeah, I knew it was gonna be great. I mean, you know, you see these guys play all the time in Discord. Neither one of them run away with the game when they play each other. It's always a hell game. These guys are always scratching and clawing. The beast named John, man, he's so critical. Every time I see him, he seems like he's getting better every game. And Clef, listen, Clef gave him reps. Clef suited up with him every day, every night, but we knew this was going to be a possibility. And at the end of the day, you can't hold your head because guess what? Both of these guys made each other better, and that's why both of them was in the championship. It could only be one winner. So at the end of the day, you got to tip your head off to both of these guys. Earn sharpens earn, and that's why you see both these guys in the ship.
And both these guys are taking home some money. Let's see exactly how much and take a look at our prize pool. Again, congrats to John Beast. He now takes home $40,000. But just as important, he also secures 1,500 MCS points. Clef the God, $25,000 in second place, 850 MCS points. Joke and Ice, 15K, 1,600 points. Fancy, Canes, Henry, and Drini disqualified last night, $10,000, 450 points. Let's go ahead and bring in the champion himself, the new Ultimate Kickoff champion, John the Beast. Welcome in and congratulations on the dub. How are you feeling?
I'm not even happy. Like, I know I won a belt, like that's cool, but like, win the game like how I won. Like, I know I played good defense at the end, but I played terrible when it came down to the stretch. And, like, on that pick, 2 months I swear, I had the game won if I thought it wide, but just dumb mistakes by me. I did costly turnovers, dumb mistakes throughout the game, and got, like, lucky, but, like I just played decent defense, like, is what people telling me right now.
Hey, Beast, man, congrats, man. Listen, I know it's tough you playing your boy, but at the end of the day, you got to celebrate it. You know what I'm saying? It was a dog fight. You got it done. There's no reason to hold your head. At the end of the day, you know we're going to get in the Discord. It's all love, man. Listen, it was going to be one winner. It was going to be one loser. You got it done. Guess what? Y'all going to get right back at it, and y'all going to make sure y'all here at the same situation when it comes to the Ultimate Thanksgiving. Congrats, my guy. Listen, that was a big play. I saw you did press the wrong button. That interception right there about gave me a heart attack. Y'all guys going back and forth. It was great to see. I want to know, man, you know, playing your boy, you know, obviously, how does it feel? Does it feel like if it was somebody else, it would be sweeter, or was it just the way you executed at the end of the day?
I mean, nothing is like what obviously Books said, like once single limb started, nothing is easy. Like that's what he said, and like ever since then, it's just like I just reminded myself like nothing is easy. But like it was something else. It's no matter what, like the game would be a dogfight, no matter who I was playing. If it was Clef, Joke, Fancy, or Canes, like it was like, or Henry, and no matter who I was gonna play, it was gonna be a dogfight no matter what, because it's Madden 22.
And it was a dogfight, and it went down to the very last second. When we talked to you yesterday, when you won your game yesterday to get you into the semifinals, you kind of said, put some respect on my name, and you predicted it. You said, I'm going to take home the belt. This is your very first belt. So let's not focus on the mistakes and pressing the wrong buttons and what you can improve on. Let's focus in this moment. Celebrate yourself. Tell us something that you're proud about in winning your very first MCS belt.
First MCS belt and I would say 2 live events. Like I'm just happy. I'm just like, oh my god, like now you say it like that, and I'm kind of happy.
Yeah,
But,
see, come on.
First MCS belt in 2 live events. And there's 3 more tournaments left in the year, so just gotta prepare for those 3 and just move on.
You know, Beast, man, you know what I take away from, man, you know, you're one of the few people that called it. A lot of people don't have that gall. Yesterday you said, guess what? I'm gonna win the belt. You know what I'm saying? I've been around a lot of belt winners, and they don't want to put that pressure on them. But that's the thing about you, that young blood. You ain't afraid of it. You're not afraid of the moment. We've seen you do it time after time with upsets. First it was Joke, then it was Dreeny, and now it was Clef the God. Man, you just keep stepping up and showing us you are here to stay, my guy. Congratulations. Listen, you a top dog. Guess what? You know we call Clef top of the top, but you right up there with him now, man. You top of the top as well, my guy. Congratulations on winning that first belt.
One thing I want to say, can I stop being called an underdog now? Like this should have never mind. I'm not gonna talk about it because I'm gonna.
I mean, you know, we'll see. I mean, listen, it's better storyline. You know, I mean, well, I guess.
Like the storyline, like.
I mean, you listen.
Honestly,
be honest,
I understand the joke. Joke, I know you're in the Discord right now. Joke, I know I see you in you know the Discord.
Talk to him.
I didn't want to bring it up. All right, but that obviously was an upset because no one knew me. Now it's just like it's just normal. Like just let it be normal.
It's normal. Talk to him. Yeah, like
it's
now it's normal.
You're the champ now. You the champ now. You got the belt. You're the champion. You just won yourself 1,500 MCS points and $40,000. Congratulations to you. But let's take a look at the bracket to see exactly how you got to where you are now. The champion of Ultimate Kickoff. Thank you so much. Congratulations. This is so exciting. This is so exciting. Respect on your name. Respect on your name.
All right.
Oh, we have the belt.
That boy stressed out.
We got the belt. Look at it.
I can't see the belt. Yo, wait. Hold on. I can't see. Wait, did he show the belt?
The belt's right here.
Don't worry. It look good, Beast. You good. It look good. Don't worry.
I can't see the belt. Like, I want to see it on my screen. Like, hold on. Leave it up. Leave it up.
You'll see it when it get delivered. Relax, man.
I was going to say, don't worry. FedEx will deliver. You good?
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I'm telling you.
Hey, man, go take your Advil, man. You earned it.
You earned it. Again, our Ultimate Kickoff champion, John the Beast. You are a beast, the beast of Madden. Thank you so much and congratulations. All right, now let's see if we can look at the updated bracket to understand how he got to become the champion. Looky here, the semifinals earlier today. Joke versus Clef the God. Clef the God coming in clutch, winning that game 31-13. Feeling good coming into the finals. The question was, who was he going to face? Was it going to be Don't Care About Ice or John Beast? John Beast said, nah, it's going to be me. He defeated Ice 14-10. And now he defeated Clef the God to become the champion. But he said there's more to come. Eyes on the prize. Eyes looking ahead to Thanksgiving. Let's go ahead and look at the play of the night. Fourth quarter, just a few seconds left on the clock.
It's right here, man. I saw the corner. It was open and developing, but Clef threw it late. And that's the thing about these corner routes. When they get to the end zone, sometimes you just cannot get the laser in there, and that's really what cost Clef the game. Even after all the mistakes, Clef still had a chance to take this thing to overtime. And guess what? That was the beast named John coming up clutch, able to get his feet in with a user pick. And, oh, man. Yeah, I was sick. I was a little
You were shook. You were shook.
I was.
It's okay.
Clef, you're so used to Clef clutching up.
Not clutch enough tonight, but hey, we got a final giveaway of the night, y'all. It's a dump truck giveaway for all of the limited edition and kickoff program items that you saw throughout the night that are being released tomorrow. The very lucky winner of this dump truck giveaway is T Cash Money 254. T Cash Money 254. You win all 5 of these items. Congratulations. Now, I know you're excited, user, but Nick and Ty Davis, they were freaking out as well. I don't even know how they called that game because there was so much action. So I want to bring the whole squad together to get everyone's reactions on the night in this overall tournament. We have a new champion crowned very first belt for John the Beast. Nick, starting with you, what are your thoughts on this tournament and this night specifically?
I mean, what a wild finish. What a wild tournament. But I'm looking right into the camera. I need John Beast to listen to me right now. And I don't know if he's watching right now, but if he's not, somebody's got to clip this and send this to him. I know your mentality. I know you're sitting there and you're going, you got a little lucky at the end of the game. And I know you're sitting there going, I didn't play my best. But at the end of the day, winning games of Madden, we have all been there. Think about of all the number of games that you have played in where you go, I was the best on that field and I didn't win because something happened. This is what Madden is all about. You're not always going to play your A+ game, but you got to be proud that you fought through adversity, you were able to take advantage of some situations, and you had to go through a gauntlet to get here. Don't forget, it was single elimination qualification, which is the hardest way to get to a tournament. Young fella, hold your head high and celebrate this win. Go to Cancun, do whatever you need to put a smile on your face, because you should be smiling right now.
Yeah, I mean, what a
love
game,
that,
what
Ty.
an event. Yeah, what a game, what an event, what these 2 days were crazy. And for Clef too, you know, this is only going to make his journey even sweeter because we know that that belt is going to come to Clef at some point, and when he gets to that point, it's going to make this, you know, just even better because of the road. And then for John, yeah, he's got to celebrate this. He can't put his head down. Doesn't matter how you win it. He won it, and like he said, he's no longer an underdog. He's a top dog. He's one of the top contenders in the world. But yeah, I'm super happy for John, man. He's a great kid, and he deserves this.
You know what it is when you see Beast, you know, he's locked in. And it still hasn't hit him yet that he's won. And you know these games get so stressful. Nick touched on it. Single elimination. You cannot slip up. You can't drop a game. And both of these guys making it to the ship. The Beast, he's still locked in. He really doesn't understand what he just accomplished. Selling that spot to the Madden Bowl, winning his first belt, man. Congrats to the guy. Trust me, we're going to turn up in the Discord tonight. We're going to have a good time.
Hey, turn up, turn up, turn up. I'm joining. Y'all, thank you so much for all that you did these last few days. You guys, but don't forget, this isn't the only thing we have. We also have Thanksgiving. That's the next tournament on the clock. And we have a special on ESPN2. The next time that you will see all of us will be November 19th and 24th for the Madden NFL 22 Ultimate Thanksgiving. Please go and register for Ultimate Thanksgiving at MaddenChampionship.com. More money is on the line. The best of the best will be crowned yet again. If you want to be the greatest Madden player in the world, you have to compete on this stage. And to do that, that means you got to register. But in case you miss us, a reminder to tune in Wednesday, September 15th at 10 p.m. Eastern on ESPN2 to relive the best moments of the Ultimate Kickoff. That's Wednesday, September 15th at 10 p.m. Eastern. You do not want to miss it because as y'all saw, this tournament was filled with action. Thank you so much to the guys, T. Davis, Nick, and User. My name is Kimmy Checks. Thank you for an incredible tournament. Goodbye, y'all. We'll see you on Thanksgiving.
I'm the cheat code, beat them bad, they ain't gon' speak about it. Sick 'em, pick 'em apart on game day. Beat you like you owe me money, a milli on payday.